Hello and welcome, everyone, to Twisted Throne Lawbringers. From the left to the right on the starter screen, we have.
Hi, hello. This is. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Hi, hello. This is Lotus. Happy October, y'all. It is October. Sure is. Maybe not. Who knows? I don't remember where I am. Hey, Ken, where am I?
Uh, on the blimp. Hi, I'm Kenny Ashcroft, and I say Happy October. Uh, I hope we don't die.
Doobie Smoker. Who are you?
Hi, dudes. I'm Miss D. I don't know what the D stands for, though.
It is a mystery for the ages. And finally.
It's a Mr. D.
Ho! Delightfully devilish, Seymour.
And finally, all the way to the right.
Million. As a player, I apologize. I got confused because on the Discord we do the call. I'm on the top, so when the DM
Everybody
was like
pointing
all the
left.
way to all the way
I'm
to the
pointing-
left, I was like,
I'm
wait, I'm
laughing.
all the way to the top, to the left, and I was
Hey,
like,
Chameleon,
wait.
Chameleon, I'm
And
laughing at you.
last-
I'm
Sins
laughing
can
at you
never
right
be
now.
forgiven.
Haha.
And last time on Lawbringers, we got into a blimp. Damn. That was crazy.
If ends ends, we got into a bloom, and that's it. Nothing.
That was the
nothing much
entire
happened.
session.
That
Yeah,
was
we
the
got
entire
into a blimp.
session.
Nothing bad happened.
Oh, wait, hold up. Canonically, I murdered a man.
Oh yeah, he
Yay!
fell thousands of feet
Murder!
into the water. As we take a small detour,
Oh shit, where the fuck are we?
into a reverse L on the ship.
Oh.
Hey, Ken, you were the first one to go down the staircase as the chaos ensured with the rats above.
Yeah. Yes, I did. So,
Well, that's what you see. I also learned from last session, and I decided to mark the doors with this bright brown-orange color, so it's easier to see.
neat.
Oh,
Thank you.
So
Character
I can.
development.
Very good. I can see these over here. Yeah.
Yeah, if you move forward, you'll be able to see them. They seem to be all over the ground and a little bit of the walls. There's a few of them on the door that leads into this direction. Especially, you're not sure if you could get through without getting more grabs on you.
I would like to roll to inspect them for any details.
If you approach them first,
Well, I mean, can I stay here and just peek out from behind the corner?
sure. Roll brains.
And I do get a +2 thanks to my trait, Broken Dreams in a 4x6 frame. As long as he can see these crabs, he gets a bonus to inspecting them for any visual details.
Very specific.
believe you-
Infecting
Alright,
to the trait. That's very weird.
Roll your shot.
Also, what did you say, Error?
I said jokingly, man, a trait for inspecting crabs? That's weird.
Carcinogenesis progenitor.
Well, roll brains
Devils?
plus your trait.
Or that is a 9. So,
Yeah, you kind of beat that 4.
I hope so.
You look at the crabs, and the only real difference is that the words on them don't seem to be formed yet, and they all are orange instead of the color, multicolor that they were above.
Right.
Doesn't
May I
seem out
make-
of the ordinary, though.
Sorry, what'd you say? What was the last bit?
Doesn't seem out of the ordinary overall, though.
I mean, they are robot stand crabs, but
Outside of the ones you've seen, yeah, what I mean.
yeah, fair. I would like to make a monologue
Sure.
using this new information. Seeing these unformed these baby crabs. I would like to take an opposed monologue to ask a question, as Ken looks at them and thinks, it seems as though these may be baby forms of the crabs we wear on our wrists. Does this mean that there's another form of the stand that can be assigned to a place and not a
No.
person?
No.
What do you?
These are just same size crabs, but there are more of them, and they're orange.
Okay. I was just asking, like, is there a form of the stand that is assigned to a place, not a person? That was my monologue.
No? That is...
Okay,
I don't know what you smoked for that one, but it must be good.
I mean, I'm just thinking, like, does the user assign them to protect a place? It's not all that weird, right?
Yeah, no,
Am
there
I
are a
alone?
lot of stands that are bound to physical objects, and that object doesn't necessarily have to be mobile.
Yeah.
I mean, Superfly.
I suppose so, but it's not the case here. These seem to be just stands, walking around. Maybe the user ordered them to stay there and vibe. You don't
That's what I was
know.
asking. I was asking about, like, are they assigned to a place, not a person?
That would be regular orders. I don't think that's part of the bizarre field.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I didn't know if the condition was that it had to be on a person. All good. So, do I take any negatives for failing that opposed monologue?
You know what? I'm gonna be mean. The villain getting one bizarre field back.
What the fuck?
Fuck you. In particular.
Wow.
We doing progress. Alright, so Ken sees those guys and he's like,
Look, I
should
need
really
this villain to last to give me this power.
undo a whole session of progress. Alright. He looks to the door right here and he thinks to himself, I can't rely on Lotus to keep on doing this stealth. How do I sneak in quietly when they're right there? So are the crabs all facing in a direction looking out, or are they just scuttling on the door?
They're scuttling around. Don't seem to be particularly paying attention to you. Some of them look, but don't seem to focus on you. They kind of just are turning around, and then you are in the way of their vision.
Okay. Ken is going to slowly creak open this door from his corner position. So he's like leaning against the wall, turning the doorknob, seeing if it unlocks.
You unlock. Alright.
Alright. He's gonna peek through the door as carefully as he can.
Alright, you peek through the door, and, roll bronze, you're taking 50 points of damage. That's a lie.
Better be.
And, you unlock the door. Seems to be another part of a small corridor.
Okay.
You can still move, let's say, a little bit more. 4 more spaces or something.
He's going to slip through the door as carefully as he can. Looking around this hallway, are there any visual details that stand out?
Not particularly. Normal blimp stuff that the GM doesn't know what is normal blimp stuff.
I mean,
Well,
they
you
don't.
see, you've got the blimp conductor sitting there with his blimp dolls.
Actually, you know what? There is a portrait of an old, pirate ship. It's a very pretty picture.
Is this
Yeah, Ken is going to take that on the hook and turn it around. So that way, just in case Lotus walks by.
That is so funny, actually. That is so funny. And
It may be expensive,
see,
to be fair.
A 6-month time skip has given Ken a lot of experience with his new workmates. He's gotten used to this kind of thing.
yeah,
Whenever he enters a room first, he has to make sure there's no like jewelry sitting out just in case.
and speaking of your workmates,
Oh no.
Okay. Oh, okay.
it's their turn.
Okay.
Oh no.
Lotus and Chameleon. Your guys arrive more or less at the same time.
Not a horse.
Hey, Lotus,
Yes.
it's your turn now. So you can have a little bit of movement and a couple of actions.
Yeah, I was just going to like slowly just wander on over, see the crabs. It's like, huh, yeah, they do be crabbing.
They do be crabbing.
They're
They do be
crabbing.
crabbing.
They're kind of chilling over there.
Part of me
say this
wonders
out
if
loud?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Lotus does say that out loud. Lotus does say they do be crabbing. But But it's like,
And then
I
she
wonder
dies from a
what would
meteor.
happen if I try to grab multiple? I already have one, but yeah, that's a question for a different time.
Ken pushes open the door and
Into Lotus.
holds out a crooked finger.
Oh, hey there, pal.
Hello.
Why is it painted backwards?
Don't worry about it. It's trash.
Although it's trash, it would be in, like, looks over from the canvas at Ken. Like, well, if it was supposed to be in the trash, it should be in the trash can?
No. Like,
whatever.
it's not good. It's terrible. Garbage.
There's some
trash.
trash down
I
there.
know. Ken,
We got her
you
attention.
flip, Ken, I think I have an idea. You flip it around so I wouldn't, on it, I know.
Ken looks at you straight face. I did no such thing.
Lotus is
Roll
sort of,
deception.
actually, yeah.
Menacing aura around Ken. No.
Your bravery versus my brains.
Oh, you want to challenge Ken's bravery?
I mean, I was assuming that to lie, you'd have to roll brains versus brains.
I think it
No,
depends
I
on
mean,
how you
brave-
lie.
Yeah,
Depends on how
bravery
you
is
lie.
bravery is like social stuff in general. So I'm like being able to keep a straight face while you're lying.
You know what?
Bravery.
Fair enough. That's fine. Alright,
If
roll
everything
off.
is
I mean,
Oh.
bravery's more like fighting anxiety.
inch.
gaslighting challenge.
Jesus.
Unfortunately for you, Ken is maxed into bravery.
Ken,
Don't do it,
Lotus, you asked the question, but unfortunately, Ken Ashcorp lied as naturally as he breathed.
I begin to choke him with my mind.
Well, I mean, if you insist. As
Look.
Lotus just sort of like pats you on the shoulder as he walks past.
Look, Ken puts his hand on your shoulder.
All right.
It was trash. It's not worth your attention. And he gives you a little wink.
Out of character, that wink is like, oh, it's not worth your time. Wink. Lotus's eyes subtly shift towards the painting, but then he turns 180
Hey,
and
Lotus.
tries to look through this door.
Hey,
Yes.
Lotus, remember that condition of yours?
Oh my god.
You gotta
Yes.
check. You gotta at least check out the painting to see.
Oh my
how
god, I
fancy
just
it
rolled bravery
looks.
to avoid this.
Yeah, but you pushed the. You just had to blink, dude.
I succeed on a roll.
wink.
I wink to say it's not worth you as a compliment. Diamond is like, oh, this is a condition proc.
Oh,
I think Lotus is. For the small little time, I'm gonna take the negative to my rolls for a second. I'm going to ignore it.
all right.
It's gonna be painful, but I'm going to try to ignore it.
You choose to
either
open
way.
this door, I imagine.
Well, you know me.
Oh,
Open things.
Right. I don't know if this is a. You know what? I'm gonna assume this is a window. This works as a window. Let me see here if I put my mouse in the correct spot, of course.
Can't believe it. What a joke. Lotus opening things.
Ew.
A good life does not involve opening doors by hand.
Sure doesn't.
Somebody opens the door for you.
You know what?
And inside you see Miss D eating crap.
I'm gonna make this easier and just say that the door is open so you can see that there's a little bathroom
fair
in
enough.
there.
Alright.
And you see a
Okay.
bunch of crabs around what seems to be a file of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
You wonder if these crabs were ordered to protect these or if they're just fucking around. It's hard to tell. They don't really
I
do
mean,
much.
they're most likely fucking around. But I'm going to, I think for my action for the turn, I'm going to try to use the good life.
Pull
Lotus.
it out. Whip it
Yeah,
out.
okay.
For everyone to
Fine,
see.
I'll whip it out.
Ah.
Specifically, after whipping it out, specifically underneath the bed. Because, can fuck with collision and whatnot. The good life is going to try to grab the dossier file and pull it into the bed.
Ooh. Okay.
Well,
Terrible.
As a GM, I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna have to tell you. I rolled all ones. So you see the crabs, see you reach out for the file, all of them trip, and then you just pull it from underneath the bed. You may
Unfortunately, they got crabbed.
you may add this to your inventory.
Ooh, it's a dossier on deals done with the Brandos.
Have your chameleon.
I walk right down the stairs.
You're out.
I see
Yeah, you see a twink
traps.
and a closed door.
If I recall correctly, I said in the last session that I made the rats disappear. Like they ran like below the tables, and I essentially kind of desummoned them to just made the rat disappear.
Yeah, I do
So they
recall
made
that.
they run away.
You made them look
So
like they were disappearing across the.
Chameleon is a paranoid bastard.
Mhm.
Chameleon knows that in this ship, there's someone who she considers to be someone who killed her in her own eyes. She's seeing a bunch of fucking stands in a random door, and she's a paranoid person. I imagine she was able to hear a bit of a slight commotion, like probably, we're giving out a stand, dealing with some crabs, taking their shit,
Yeah, you can be
getting
more-
a slight idea.
Yeah, you
Eat a
heard
crab.
specifically the conversation of Ken Ashkar, but because Lotus went alone and didn't open the door, you can't really tell what he was doing inside that room.
Yeah, I imagine there's okay, they're probably doing something. If anything, I don't imagine. I think if anything, she would probably assume they're guarding something. I gotta deal with them. If anything, can I kind of roll to get a sense of what kind of doors these are? In ships, they're like guests, but it's
Actually, you don't
different
have to
doors.
roll at all. You look at these
Oh,
doors, and
Fair enough.
you look at these doors, and you just read the tiny little words on it, and
Fucking them out.
Yeah.
Literate motherfucker.
yeah, and
Let's
you
go.
you'll find out through the power of being literate that it's just the bathrooms.
What about this door?
It doesn't say anything.
What
you-
kind of door is it? Does it look like a residential kind of hotel-y door, more like a I forget the word, but like a closet, like an office, like it's a steel door, that kind of thing.
I don't know what blink doors look like. I'm gonna say something more comfy. It doesn't seem
Like
to
the
be.
bath.
It doesn't seem to be protecting anything. It doesn't seem to be work. It's more quote unquote comfortable
Gotcha.
of a door. Let's say it's made out of
The
wood.
sex
even.
door.
Yeah, sure.
Am I able to hear anything in particular?
No, it's closed. There are crabs in the front. Click in your little click clacks.
If I get close, do they react?
They don't seem to be reacting.
All right.
So I'm gonna ask you this: would you like to go to the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop in front of them. I'm gonna lean over. Like when people put their hands in their pockets and they just bend over and get an L shape. I'm gonna bend over, and I'm just gonna summon my Bittersweet Symphony and have my rats rain on them and just not kill them, but essentially just fucking swarm them so that they won't be on my way.
Roll
Rat rain.
power. Oh right,
It's
you're
an
an
11.
8. Unfortunately, you failed the roll.
Ah!
As
Fuck
you.
you! I'm using result. Actually, I'm not using result against crabs.
Okay.
There's my trauma
Alright,
backstory in
so-
here.
Sorry, wait, just to check. Is it an 8 or an 11?
An 8.
It's an 8.
Because
said
keep
11,
the
but
highest,
I'm
and there are
ready to go.
there are no pluses. So
Yeah,
here's what happens. You do
you.
successfully manage to go through this door. One second.
Yay.
However, as you go through,
There's more crabs.
as you go through, 2 crabs latch onto you.
Ah!
As you go through, they one of them was already on one of your wrists. A crab fell onto your other hand, and another crab went to your foot, to one of your foot. Let's say the left one. But did you
Hey,
manage to
Diamond?
go through? Yes?
Is the stand called Crab Rave?
No.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't think of that, but you know.
Crabs for a party?
do I feel any different?
You feel like, well, you do feel now the sense of these things on your body parts, but it's not really making you feel immediately different.
Okay, yeah.
Love.
Very
They-
quickly.
they-
Go ahead.
This group of crabs just starts staring directly at you now. You're not moving, but they're looking at you.
Okay, so before I go rat mode, Using the power of my eyes, what do these doors look like?
Let me use my GM eyes to check. So first of all,
Yes.
the power of your eyes, you can tell immediately that this here is more bathrooms.
All right.
Let's go. Bathrooms located. Now we can take a
This
shit.
one and this one and this one you can't quite tell because they're a bit far away. This
Okay.
one seems to be a kitchen, and in fact, you can
Okay.
hear cluttering noises coming from it.
Okay.
Here, however, you can't quite tell what's there. It doesn't say anything.
What about this one?
Too far, and there are crabs in the way.
Did the crabs look also like they were just chilling, or do they look more aggressive?
They seem to be chilling just as much.
Do the doors look particularly fancy, or also just like normal doors?
Those are normal doors. This blend doesn't seem
Gotcha.
to be very personalized like
Yeah, because remind me, the last session the guards were like, "This is the VIP section."
that.
Right.
Yeah.
This looks pretty shit for VIP. Not gonna lie.
Mm,
Well, you're obviously
Anyways.
not the VIPs.
yeah.
I mean, this is a VIP section.
Chameleon, if it's
insane.
alright, I'm gonna end your turn here.
I was gonna do one more thing, but that's it for me.
Yeah, it's just because I'm gonna roll things.
I mean,
for-
it's a big thing.
Yeah,
It's
don't
a
worry,
thing,
you
but
have opportunities. You have plenty of doors to explore. As there's.
I mean, it's not exploring. I'm literally not moving.
Oh, what you're gonna do?
She's gonna try to fucking murder the crabs on her and these ones.
Oh,
That's it. That's literally it.
Murder.
That's
Just kill the crabs.
yeah.
That's
That's
that
literally what
simple.
she's gonna do. And that's it.
You know what? Sure. What are you gonna do to kill the crabs? Pull out
I
your stand.
have-
Whip it out.
I already have my stand out.
Whip it out.
I
That's
mean-
what I used to move them.
I mean the character token, so just the viewers can have a.
Oh right. I forgot. Yeah.
Don't forget, kids, the viewers are real. And they're coming for you.
Oh god, they
gonna-
surrounded the crabs. They're above them.
I mean, they were already all above them, but yeah. So essentially, is gonna target the extra crabs on her hand. She's not gonna target like the purple one. She's gonna target the extra crabs that hopped on her and the ones in the door, and she's just, this,
Okay, wait. I'm
these
gonna have
fucking
to
rats
ask.
have.
Are you targeting the ones that are chilling or the ones that are on you? Those are two different targets.
I mean, they have like a long ass range, and there are giant swarm. I think they can reach both pretty
No,
easily.
mechanically it's gonna matter. I'm sorry to disappoint. Which one you're aiming
Uh,
for?
I guess I'll aim for the ones on me first. If anything, they'll just like keep swarming the other ones.
Alright, you trigger villainous action.
Let's go.
Opened my heart.
Na, 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 na.
Opened my heart.
Like it.
Roll. What are the rest doing? Is it raw power? Are they trying to overwhelm?
Excuse me.
Are you going to roll power to brute force a way to break these? What are you trying to do to damage them? On you.
I am stabbing them with the needles in their mouths.
I'm gonna assume that's power. Roll your
Yes.
power roll. You try to do that, but the needles on the rat's mouths just keep like fucking scraping it, and it doesn't do any damage at all.
How the fuck does resolve work? I don't remember how it works.
You have a total of resolve, which, by the way, I put in your token. It's the pink amount. If you click on your character token, you're gonna pop up with like 3 little balls. The pink one, that's your resolve.
I just don't remember what exactly it does. Like the reroll.
If you
What?
spend 1 resolve, you can reroll as many dice as you want, or you can spend
Alright,
1
cool.
resolve to negate 5 damage you take. So, for example, you can spend 1 resolve right now to reroll both of those 2s.
Yeah, I'll reroll this too. Yeah. I'll just do the same. I just roll 2d6 now.
Mm-hmm.
So just to
Fuck
clarify,
you, the fuck you, the fucking roll thing.
Fuck you,
Uh,
eat a splash.
So, that's an 11. You still fail the roll.
You still what?
You still fail the roll. You don't manage to damage these.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm gonna lower your resolve in your character token. It's a 3 now.
Yeah, I'm tracking it on my thing.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna end your turn here. As there is one more person in this party.
Hi.
Okay, I think your shadow is with you as well.
My what?
Your shadow.
My shadow tends to go wherever the fuck I do.
Yeah,
It's a shadow.
hey Dolores. There's this rat screaming at you as you go down these stairs.
Dude. That's a weird rat. I'm gonna call you Jimmy. Be the rat. Dude.
That is not a door.
Gonna open this door.
Alright, you open that door. You open that door. Seems to be a very fancy, chillaxing room.
Ew.
There's some cigarettes in
What do you
there.
want to show? Is this what you wanted to show me, Jeremy? Jimmy, little guy? Dude, this is great. Love it. Rat fucking hates this woman with every fiber of being.
Yeah, there's nothing going on here too much.
Oh, us. And I bet the others are having such a good time. They got even more rats than I do. Open this door.
Yeah, you go to open that door. What seems to be this woman in uniform piloting the ship, and there seems to be a crab holding a gun by her. The crab is yellow. She seems to have like 2 rings on each one of her arms, and she's kind of just chilling. And she hears the door creaking open, and as she hears that, she says, "Oh, hey, Larissa. No, I didn't order anything. You're mistaken again." She doesn't even look at you. She just says that.
Link. Look over to the crab with a gun. Does it appear to be threatening her?
The crab seems to be just holding the gun upwards. You're not sure if that crab knows how to aim.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and enact my beloved abilities as well.
Alright.
Or not my abilities, fucking traits. Oh, yeah, sorry. She's like, she's dealing with a lot of other guys, so she sent me, are you sure you didn't order the...
You see as this woman turns around is like, she looks at your wrist where your shadow is making your ring look black. It's just like, oh, you're VIP. Okay, yeah, no, I didn't order anything. Tell Larissa to chill out.
Are you sure you didn't order the crab?
What crab?
Like, look over at the crab with a gun? Not...
She kind of looks at the
like
gun from her POV. It's like floating by itself. Oh, you're a stand user as well? That's nice. We need more allies like that.
Oh, yeah. Are you being, like, held at gunpoint?
No, the gun is not even aiming at me. It's gun aiming upwards. I really hope it doesn't shoot anything. We are kind of thousands of feet in the air.
Yeah, that was really bad trigger discipline.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can't do anything about it, so it's gonna stay there.
Anyway, I'll head off. You go just sure you're not crashing a limp.
I got you.
Does she turn around again?
She only looked you for a moment. She's keeping her eyes on the road.
She's gonna like go out through the other door.
You go to the door. You see one twink in front of you.
Oh hey.
And yeah, Ken is up against the wall. He has a finger to his lips. Did Ken overhear that conversation?
You heard some muffled noise, but you couldn't quite make it.
Alright.
So I don't think the pilot's a stand user, but she knows what they are.
It's probably fine. A lot of people. It's kind of hard to ignore stands at this point, even if you can't see them.
I mean, some people are just stupid, you know?
Agreed. Well, good
Squint.
to know there's a person out there. We avoided any confrontation.
Yeah, she's got two of the crab dudes, and there's another one with a gun, but I don't think it knows any good trigger discipline, man.
I see.
Real bad at this.
Well, anything? Did you find out anything else on your way here? Or...
I'm Miss Dolores.
Did you take someone's identity?
I think you did actually.
No, I think I made this one up.
You think?
She seems like genuinely unsure if she stole someone else's identity or if she made this shit up.
I'd have to watch the entire fucking thing again. I'm not sure as
I mean,
well.
Yeah,
no,
she
I'm
made it
pretty
up.
sure she. No. I
She-
know
she
that
made
she
it
did
up.
make it up on the spot. It's
Gotcha.
just in character. She has no fucking clue.
Alright, Ken puts a hand on your shoulder. Alright, just ground yourself. You are Miss D. Don't lose yourself in the proverbial sauce, yeah?
Yeah, I love sauce. Feels-
Okay, good. Speaking of saucy secrets, Lotus, you find anything?
Lotus, you're gonna move a little bit as well.
I love how everybody says chilling while the door is open and Chameleon just fucking wrestling about to rat.
Well, I mean,
Well, Miss. Oh, just is this open?
no.
Yeah.
this-
Yeah,
this was-
it's open. I thought
Wait,
it was
no,
open this
I-
whole time.
I thought, okay, did Lotus close it behind him when he slipped through, or is it still open just a crack?
I assume this one is still open.
I assumed it was open this whole time, and you guys were just
No.
ignoring Chameleon.
No,
Now.
no, I thought it was closed. So I was like, I wonder what Chameleon is. Chameleon in the background fighting
just
for
saw the
fucking
door
life.
open and was like, I better do shit.
It's open a crack, so Ken's gonna go over and say, I wonder, Lotus, wasn't Chameleon right behind you?
Yes, here. Ah!
Oh,
Oh
well,
no.
well, now I know where she is.
Okay, he
Get
opens
them
up
off
the door.
me!
Goodness gracious. Okay, Ken is going to rush over, and you can see once again flowing black spirals of energy twist around his fingers. As I just like to use my my attack to attack these crabs.
What are you using? What are you using to attack the crabs?
Just regular old my attack, my thing, my type.
Your
All the
character
way
type.
between like the wrestling and all the
Uh,
swarming Chameleon will like extend her arm. Get this one! Get this one! But it's like
Okay.
a whole fucking sword.
Okay,
As-
you know what? Actually,
Dude,
hold on.
you
hold
gotta
on.
be quiet, or else shit's gonna go problem.
Ken, perfectly silent. I would actually like to use one of my signature moves.
Ooh.
Like just says this out loud to no one in particular.
No. As Ken tries to keep himself quiet as he steps over. Here's a fun little fact about Ken. He wears like old-fashioned shoes where they're not like. Well, I mean that's just a
It's
fun
that-
fact everybody knows. But so Ken, fun fact, wears a special kind of shoes. They're kind of like ballet shoes where they're very compressed and compact and more like slip-on sneakers. What most people don't notice is that right on the corner of the heel is a one sharp spike.
My
It's
fucking god.
it's like a scorpion stinger, but on the back of the heel of his shoe. So as he comes
Stiletto.
over, you see
Hey,
Ken-
Chameleon, did you walk over those crabs?
And my head is more like they're swarming, so it's just moving as they're all wrestling.
You move over the crabs. One more gets attached to your leg.
La!
how many crabs are left, Diamond?
She has the purple one and 3 other ones.
Yeah, 3 oranges and 1 purple.
How many are left in the pile?
A lot.
The
Okay,
attack is
so-
specifically the one on her arm, and she's like holding it out. She's essentially trying to get you to get rid of the ones on her first.
Well then, I thought you were saying for Ken to go attack the little unattached horde. But fair enough. As you
Up to
see
you.
Ken running over to you. As like I was saying, he has a little scorpion's heel in the back of his black ballet type shoes. As he goes in, hops up a little bit, and says as quietly as he can, "Blood Red Stinger Overdrive," as he twists his heel with the black energy channeling down his leg into the little pointed tip on the heel of his shoe.
Oh,
Ooh,
do I need
alright.
code names for my moves?
You're aiming at the crabs on her wrist, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
So-
you activate a villain's action, Opened My Heart.
Camilla's
so
gonna
what-
fucking die.
so Does that
Jesus.
activate if I fail to destroy them, or just like
No.
I don't get a chance?
You're trying to roll against these crabs, you activated it.
Jesus.
You aim
Fair
at the
enough.
crabs on her wrists, activates. It activated. In this case.
Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, Ken's gonna use his signature move, the Blood Red Stinger Overdrive.
You can beat this roll.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay.
I couldn't beat it with like a fucking 11.
Well, now it's the most possible way to beat it, as he will have the chance to.
6 plus bronze. Damn it.
Do you wish to reroll anything, or are you good?
I don't think I want to spend a resolve for kicking the crab off your wrist.
Alright, you go to kick the thing, you power through. You know that this isn't an average kick. You can feel the energy of death going through your body, going through your shoe. And you just hear sizzling as the crab completely ignores your attack. On the rings on her hands.
Right now, I
What
have
is
that.
going on with
Is
these
it like
crabs?
is it like deflected, like physically blocked, or is it just it passes through it?
You saw it enter the crab, it just tanked it.
All right. Ken lands down and like right next to Lotus,
Yeah, it
and
hits
he looks
the
down at the
rings
heel of
and it
shoe.
tanked it.
Yeah, I got an 11, so it tanked that as well.
So yeah, just to check, does the heel of my shoe look any different after the attack?
No.
Got Well then, monologue time as Ken looks over at the rings on. Now, just to check, did the crabs immediately turn into rings and that's what I was attacking, or were they still not rings yet?
You went to attack specifically the ones on her wrist, they were already rings. All of the ones on your limbs are already rings.
Bruh.
Yeah, Ken's gonna monologue. It seems as though when the crabs are attached to anyone, they're immune to outside attacks.
Hey, can I try something?
You know what? That's an opposed monologue, and you know what? You bonked out Observe Field. Although I wouldn't use the word immunity, they do become incredibly difficult to damage.
Okay, good to know.
Got an idea.
Yeah?
No, in character, Lotus,
okay.
Misty is saying this. Kind of like looks down at her crab. The shadow moves slightly to show the message that's apparently on all of them.
Yeah, you see that the mess. I think you put it in Discord.
Yeah, the path to true freedom is paved with blood. Hey, what if we bleed on the crab?
Or what if we, all out combat? Like, what if we just hit a bitch?
I mean, I did steal a motherfucker's blood. I
Yeah,
guess.
just put blood on the crab. That's gotta do it. It says,
I guess I'll
says you-
have one of my rats spit the blood I stole in one of the fucking bracelets.
You do that, and you see as the blood starts fucking being sucked in inside the crab. But then it kind of shakes your hand. Your hand starts shaking, and the blood just spat out into your eye.
Ah!
As the message on the ring that you tried it on, it says, it shines even harder than before. The same message: the path to true freedom is paved with blood.
I think it's gotta be your blood, man.
It's technically my blood. I used his blood to turn into him. Technically. So technically my blood.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
Can I
blood.
monologue like that? I don't know.
No.
Debates the stand.
I didn't want to do a
I don't think the
monologue,
logic
but
matters there.
I didn't want to do a monologue outside of my turn, but I do have something in mind.
Let's allow
Can I
Lotus a
monologue
turn.
outside of my turn?
Let's allow Lotus a turn if that's alright.
Yeah.
Lotus, the first thing he's going to do is he's going to pick up the painting.
You pick up the painting.
Look at the painting. What is the painting?
The painting is a very well done painting of a pirate ship.
Ooh,
A gay pirate.
I mean,
You
no
know,
pirates are
It's
gay.
in the pride.
yeah, this is a pretty nice painting. Oh, hey, Miss D, you mind holding up a second? You mind standing completely still?
Miss D?
Miss D,
Huh?
can you mind standing completely still for this, a second or two?
Kind of like turns to you, gives a thumbs up, and then just suddenly stops moving.
Cool. You see Lotus. Wait, how big is the painting actually? This does matter.
The painting is the size. It's a square, but imagine like slightly bigger than a computer screen.
Fucking.
Okay, so it's fit. Okay. You see Lotus sort of press the painting up against like your torso, chest area. As he,
Right through her titties.
No. As he pushes it into you, you now have a painting stored inside your body.
Wait, who?
Misty like looks down, pokes herself around the area where you just put in the painting.
Pokes her own
Oh.
titties.
I didn't know I could do that.
Well, you can't. I can't. That's the funny thing.
Misty
No, I think out of anyone in our
puts-
party, I think you could learn collapse as well. You are,
Misty like thinks
and I
for
mean
a
this as a
moment.
compliment. I mean this as a compliment, Misty. You are very absent-minded.
Hey, what if you tried that on my shadow?
Your shadow's invisible. I can't do that.
What do you mean invisible?
Your shadow's not physical. I can't do that.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, sure does. Either way.
But yeah, no, that sounds like it'd be fun to learn. I can do a lot
Difficult
of
though.
stuff with that.
Either way. When we get back to the apartment, I'll give you a rundown. Lotus is going to imagining. He thinks about opening a door, then internally laughs. He sticks his head through the door.
You see the same scene as before. You see this person piloting the airship and this crab holding a gun upwards. The crab is yellow.
And she's
Yellow
wearing a yellow crab.
She seems to be wearing 2 orange crabs on each of her
2
arms.
orange crabs.
Yeah.
Because Lotus does not know the hierarchy for the crabs, he's going to leave it alone.
Quick clarification. The crabs I also have are also orange, no?
You have 3 orange and a purple. I kept it on one little circle because I didn't want to spam it.
I think
no
mine is
worries.
blue.
Yeah, yours is blue. You pretended it should be black because you were really smart.
Lotus's ultimate is just going to go here. And then with the good life, he's going to make, let's say, that this area have no collision. He's going to say so.
No, okay. Chameleon.
More specifically, like he's going to try to have it be like so we could all like try to get through to right here.
Alright, pull out your stand. It has to be out for this to work.
Okay.
Oh, it is in close distance. I forgot.
You keep forgetting every session, Diamond.
I always assume it is. Nobody has humanoids without being close distance. It's weird.
Humanoids are usually close distance. Yeah.
Usually, that's the
humanoids
keyword
are generally just the most common type of stand.
Anyway, Chameleon, you have 4 fucking rings on you.
Okay, so we're gonna do two
Power.
things. I'm gonna use an epic rat to try to use my own blood to spill it on the bracelets and hopefully get the orange ones, not the purple one.
How many are you aiming for?
The 3 orange ones.
Alright, take 3 damage.
Does anything happen?
You take 3 damage as the blood spills on these rings, and you see that these crabs, these orange crabs, instead of being like these kind of voluptuous yet more or less perfect like rings around you, they actually gain texture and they look like crabs stuck to your limbs instead of the perfect rings.
Okay.
You can actually
Then
see
I'm
the
gonna
little
use,
limbs of the crabs.
I don't think we quantified how much blood I stole from that guy. I'm gonna say I'm gonna use the very last thing I got from that guy to heal myself, like the very little damage from that. I think,
you can heal yourself with this shit?
Yeah, I can steal people's blood and heal from it. That's one of my abilities.
Vampire!
You can heal 1 HP because fuck me.
It's a bunch of needles!
Still?
I'm not gonna have more blood after this. I'm saying this. I'm gonna have to steal more if I want to do that again.
Roll 1d3.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, we didn't establish any rolls for that.
Yeah,
It's just that so when I'm fighting the boss that ruined my life, I'm not fucking dying. Fuck you,
There are 3 fucking bosses that ruin your life. You don't even know which one is the worst. Shut up.
I mean, yeah, but I'm fighting one after years. So
Alright,
I wanna
heal
be at
your
the full power.
heal your 3 health and lower the purple.
Epic.
Yeah, actually you don't know how to do that. If you click on your character icon.
I know how to do that.
Oh, okay. Just make that a 1 so we know it's 1 crab.
Oh wait, did it actually work?
1!
Yeah.
It worked?
Right
Oh
now,
shit!
if you, again, as I said, your purple one is still a ring around your arm. The other ones, they now actually look like crabs, but they're kind of still holding onto it. However, now you can actually see the limbs of the crabs. You can actually see the parts of them.
Okay, in that case, my next plan for my turn was just gonna be kill the normal crabs. But in that case, I'm gonna do a very epic, shakes like crazy, steps away, and has just my rats fucking kill them.
Which ones you're aiming for? On yourself or the ones over there?
No, I'm like shaking I'm like gonna shake a fuck ton to get a bunch of little crabs off of me.
Okay, those are 2 different rolls. Do you want to do the rats one or yourself?
Okay, I'm just gonna shake them off first. I'm doing first that.
Alright,
yeah. I just want to get 3 little crabs off myself.
Alright, roll bronze plus any suitable
you can
traits.
only get 3 big.
Alright. You try to do that and you actually you manage to like hit them against the bars and hit them off of you. And
Let's go.
I'm gonna deal some damage to the stand here.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to like get them off me. But that's cool. I mean, I guess I did like go super fucking all out to just get them off me, so that's cool.
Yeah. All right, you managed to get those crabs off. You only have 1 ring now. Miss Dolores.
Hi.
Your turn.
So how does monologuing work again?
There are 2 monologues, unopposed and opposed. Basically, if you attack a villain, you can monologue for free, but you can also spend a main action to monologue, and here's the thing, if you spend a main action to monologue, you can try to guess the entire gimmick of the stand, and if you get it right, the entire Bizarre Field goes down. But if you do unopposed, you just knock it down by 1 Bizarre Field at a time.
Could I try to monologue then?
Too late now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna monologue on my little revelation from earlier to where using your own blood, you can weaken the crab's attachment to you, and otherwise they'll be fucking doink doink.
Alright, that is correct. Since this feels more like an opposed monologue than an unopposed one, I'm just gonna lower it by 1 instead of taking the entire thing down. There's still 1 more mystery to be solved.
I'm just not attacking it because I don't really want to hit the crab on my wrist.
Alright. What would you like to do?
Are we still gonna try and deal with these guys?
I mean,
Just go around. You know, as I said, I kind of made the walls over there. You can just walk through 'em.
Why not just drop them through the floor?
There are a few on the walls as well, to be fair. Also, the rats are gonna follow them.
Yeah, the rats would fall. Not to mention,
Yeah.
sneaking
I
around.
mean, I can't. I
I'm not
can't.
sure. I'm not sure if there's another floor underneath this one. Oh shit! I wonder what happened to the guy I made to fall through the floor. I wonder if he's all right.
I
The
doubt
Rogue,
it.
actually, Lotus, you just realized you killed a man. You definitely killed
Do you
a
have
man.
how about a quick question? Just because we spent 6 months together, so Lotus would probably be a bit aware of how the rats work, slightly because of damage. I know that I know if if you if you destroy like a stand, usually like a stand that's kind of bound to an object or a bit more physical, that stand's fucking gone. But Chameleon stand specifically, she can like get it back if she eats shit. If he just fucking like sent the stand to the ether or down to the ocean, would she suffer damage from that? Or would she like just be able to get
I
it
don't
back if she
think you
goes
have
on a
the range
buffet?
to reach the ocean, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, obviously I would lose the range, but would like that cause her any damage? Is more so the thing, I guess.
You are capable of unsummoning your stand. It is within your stand user powers.
Oh,
Yeah,
But we're
I
saying like
guess.
if one piece of the sand is destroyed or goes out of range, does that deal damage to Chameleon? Or...
The rats do have an extra health pool.
Yeah, I guess my question is more so like if he deletes the floor and the rats fall and crash against the ocean and explode, would that fucking kill me? But I guess I could
hey, I've
desummon
got a
the
better
purpose does
idea.
Okay,
I've got a better idea.
Yeah?
So Misty is going to get her shadow, which, as per the shadow
I just love
trick.
my rats, also.
Yeah, no. But this is gonna be cooler. It's gonna be like a team effort.
Fair enough.
And with shadow trick and stretching my limbs, is my shadow necessarily locked into a humanoid?
Actually, it's specifically not at all.
Yeah.
You can break
Yeah,
the form of
so
your shadow as much as you want.
yeah, so Misty kind of like takes the shadow. Actually, no, there's still gonna be like a bit of shadow on the crab, but she's gonna like take a step forward, gesture out, and then the arm of her shadow is going to stretch over to the mass of rats, and then each individual rat's going to get a little harness. And part of Shadow Trick allows me to use secondary actions to interact with objects as long as my shadow can remain in contact with it.
Mm-hmm.
Which includes specifically dragging them around. As an example, but still, can clearly drag it around.
Yeah, and
Can I hold the rats to keep them from falling off if we delete the floor?
You can certainly try.
That's the goal, baby.
God, fucking god! If you make Chameleon just fucking die.
I already said you're too far up for your rats to fall into the ocean. Your range isn't that big. It wouldn't hurt.
So
Now
would
the
the
question
rats
is,
literally start flying in the air?
No, they would just
No.
unsummon.
Okay.
I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be funnier if they could fly.
You know what? Sure. They
Not
stay
even
with...
actually
They just
fly,
start
just kind of
fly- they
like
just start-
dangling
just
in the air.
Yeah, I will
There's a fire flying in
I
the
will say
air.
though, all of your rats, assuming hundreds of rats that are part of you fall that down, you're gonna feel the weight of the gravity pulling you down, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, but
she is
that's why I'm doing
parkouring
the
in
harness thing.
stairs.
Okay,
She's parkouring in the
so
stairs,
so let's figure this out. Hey, Lotus, do you want to do the thing?
I'll do the same.
All right. You do the thing. Misty, you're gonna roll versus gravity.
Okay, and just
Sick.
based on the fact that everything else is bravery, I assume I'd roll bravery.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I don't
because
remember
the underbelly of reality is almost exclusively bravery.
Yep. I think it's gonna be a 1d6. You're gonna roll versus a 3d6, keep 1. You do manage to actually save quite a few rats. But there are a lot of them, and you never tried to do these many tiny little lishes before. And a few of them start falling. and they fall fast enough that they deal 4 damage to Chameleon as the speed
I
and
literally
gravity.
just healed! You motherfucker!
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Chameleon,
fucking
if
kill
you
that
are to
captain.
roll, I assume actually everyone should probably roll health again to
Swear to fucking
you know,
God.
just already have it written down. And Chameleon, you're gonna have to take 4 damage.
Swear to God.
I'm
I'm gonna
sorry.
kill I'm gonna suck dry that captain below it for now.
Alright. Alright. With all of this up, the crabs are gone. I'm gonna assume Lotus undoes this bullshittery, so the pathway is clear.
Yeah, Chameleon is just gonna look annoyed as shit and start munching like crazy on her mints to get her rats back.
Misty just kind of like gives you a thumbs up.
You tried. I could have just moved them, you know.
Yeah, but like then the crabs would have moved.
Oh my
with
gosh,
you.
you joined the someone joined the fucking
Oh my god, I'm finally...
Oh hey, a friend.
move. Watch it. I didn't know that was happening.
What the fuck? You see,
Okay,
she
what's-
picks up her phone and like
What is
presses
that?
a, presses a few things and
Not-
sends a
Look at
message.
Oh no.
Misty's gonna like wave hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What's going on?
Her band is still black, if that's anything.
Why is your crab pink? That is not a color of guests.
Really? I mean, they just handed it to me and it was
She
like
pulls out a
this,
gun and
and-
shoots you.
What the fuck? This
Diamond!
is terrible
Oh,
customer service.
Psychopathic behavior.
Yeah,
You're
Like,
gonna,
oh yeah,
your
the
captain's
talk
gonna
to you.
hear about
Then they
this.
with the big gun and you die.
hey,
Shoot you.
hey, Ken
Yes, sir.
Escorp, there is a gun aimed at you. What do you do?
Woo!
Oh, that's a good question. So let's
Gonna
see. here.
cry, piss your pants.
Now, guess what? So, Obsession's Sentinel. While I am adjacent to my designated obsession, both I and my obsession gain a bonus to defend against attacks at either of us. So, at rank 2, I get a +2 to defend against any attacks while I'm adjacent. So that's going to be a +2 to whatever I roll to defend.
Alright. The power of unrequired love.
The power of unrequited love.
Love stretches it. That's certainly a description.
Unrequited
one-sided.
affection.
There we are.
And
Unrequited gay
Unrequited,
boy.
one-sided, whatever you want to call it. Pride Month is over. Now it's time for Wrath Month. It's time to
Hey, what did
embody
you
the
do by
spirit of
Wrath?
Cocktober. Oh no!
alright, do you want to spare
That's
us all on
less-
that?
Yeah,
or do you
no,
want
I'm spending a resolve.
to- Okay.
It's lust month.
And just gonna check and make sure that my special character trait doesn't give me any bonuses for all this. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, no, I don't got any defense. That's a... Yeah, no, I'm not beating an 11.
Yeah, you take 4 damage as she shoots like she quick fires a bit too quickly and it kind of scrapes your knee and it burns
Okay.
as you take 4 damage.
Let me roll for my deep breathing. Alright.
Your bravery's like a 5. I don't think you can lose to this.
I mean, you never know.
It's a
Never
5.
know.
It's a 4 damage. You don't
Yay, I
have to.
succeeded, I win.
Okay. She is gonna spend her secondary action to knock on the door that she just left. And that's it. That's gonna be that's gonna be it for her turn. Ken Ashcorp.
Alright. So, first off, Ken is going to look back to Lotus. As you can see, he's bleeding from the knee, but he's still looking at you with that quizzical, unsure look.
Hey, Ken.
Shadow charge.
All right,
Yeah.
and Ken Ashcorp. Now you have an action. Oh yeah, Ken. Another thing. As blood drowns from your knee, you feel the pink crab on your wrist as it goes from a ring to an actual crab now on your hand.
Alright. What color is it? Is it back to orange or is it still pink?
It's still pink.
Alright. So pink crabs are apparently unheard of, huh? Well then.
I'm
As
sorry, man.
Ken-
You make your crab too gay.
He looks back at Misty, holds up, and he's going to turn back. And I want to get a. Why?
I'm thinking no. Just
So-
'cause- yeah.
Okay, Ken is going to run forward and
Diamond, I can do this.
Sorry,
One,
it's just
two.
sorry, just funny.
with a 4-step lead. Ken is going to jump up, his on breathing undisrupted. And let me see here. Yeah, no. He's going to take the crab and use it as like an impromptu bludgeon against this person as he yells out, "Pink crab overdrive!" as he
Alright.
tries to smash it over her head.
1 second.
It's not an actual overdrive, he's just yelling that.
Okay, so a few things going on here. First of all, hey team,
Yeah.
you have a -1 to your roll.
What?
Alright. Now, here's the question. What is the item bonus for crab?
You don't get one.
I don't get one, it's crab!
Womp
Item
womp.
bonus is -1.
Yes.
Fringe.
In 1 second. Blah blah blah. Okay. And this person, you see, as they would use both of their crabs to not only parry yours, but also just bonk you on the face.
Wow.
So
Been
do I get to roll
crabbed.
to attack, or...?
You can roll to your attack, but you have a -1.
Alright, fair enough. So they're trying to Dragon Ball Z parry me with the crabs on their wrist, alright? Giving me all that.
As you go to swing the crab at this person, you suddenly feel like your hand goes way too quickly and it just hits the wall for some reason, and then you just get fucking decked in the face for 5 damage.
Alright, going to roll... I'm gonna spend a resolve to negate that 5 damage.
Yeah, you actually manage to... You feel your arm go way too fast, like, you go, what the fuck? And then you duck right before she can hit you.
And with all of that, alright, let's see here. Sorry, trying to think. So, do I still have to roll for the, keeping my breathing if I negated all the damage?
No, you negate the damage. You technically took 0 damage from this.
Alright, fair enough.
Because you spent resolve. The point of resolve is negating consequence.
Well, I'm, just to check, Lotus, are you at full resolve?
I sure am at full result. I have not done shit.
Okay, fair enough. Well then, yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
going to set up an obsession action using my secret act, using my secondary action, and that is it for Ken.
Actually, I
Alright.
want to say something quickly before the end of this turn.
What's up?
Just, Lotus is gonna ask Ken, hey, step a few back.
Alright, yeah. I still have 2 spaces, so I'm going to move right here.
Alright.
Right about to
I'm
the
gonna
edge of
move
his
the turn
t-shirt.
order. Lotus.
Cool. First things first. Say, you remember what happened to the first guy that fell through the floor, right?
The what?
The first guy that fell through the floor.
The girl
How
said,
about more?
you're gonna just murder this girl.
Oh god.
Lotus had a taste for blood and he wants more.
Girl, no.
Well, I guess
Oh
I can
wait, there's
blood-
one way I can defend this. I'm a genius. Okay,
Oh
Do a
no.
whole jump.
you roll... What do you roll, man?
Speed.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm doing this quickly.
The crabs are gonna try to outspeed you. Okay, as your stand go to touch the ground, you think to when the crabs were around the area when you did that, and you think to yourself, wait, couldn't the crabs have learned? and then suddenly this girl's arms just go backwards, and she falls on her ass over here, just barely making out of the range of your ability.
Game.
That's
I'm going to
cool.
have after that, he's gonna have the good life. Just wander over and close the door.
All right. You close.
That is not the and yep.
That
Closes
was
the door.
all right. Secondary
the-
action,
not
main
the
action. You have a
Yep,
movement.
and I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, what? Bye.
He's the Noah's gonna ask Miss D, hey, turn this red, and turn it black, like pointing to his the bracelet, the red bracelet, the ring. Turn it black.
Would I have to wait till my turn to do that?
I will allow it, but you're gonna have to bring your shadow back to him.
Wait, why?
I want the gold one.
Sorry, repeat that.
There's a gold one in there. Want to get it? Yeah, this whole thing's based off a
It
hierarchy.
has a
You wanna
gun.
Okay, and I can make the gun incorporeal.
Blink.
I can make its bullets
Open the
pass
door,
through me.
walk out, close the door.
Oh, she just did it.
after you deal with the gun lady. Feels like a bit more important. Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, is that your turn?
Sure is.
All right. New turn of a new enemy. As this girl over here quickly looks over her phone, grabs something from underneath the table, and then just opens up this door, and you just as this girl swings a
Yeah.
fucking baseball bat onto your head.
Cool, awesome. Here's how I'm going to respond to that. Lotus, hearing the door open, it's like, yeah, I figured this would happen. Lotus is going to at least try to basically slam his elbow into the wall. Of course, it's going to clip through. He's going to reactivate collision and use the force from the reactivating collision to uppercut her.
Oh, like
I'm-
nice.
I'm using Brawl. I'm using my Brawler dice.
As describe how you beat the shit out of her.
Oh, is she just gone?
No, you just describe the damage.
Yeah, as I said before, Lotus is just gonna I'm forgetting the word specifically. Just jerk out of the way, and he puts more of his body than he realized into the wall. So when he reactivates collision, it's one good uppercut, and following the momentum, he's gonna just do a one 360 kick into her side.
Yeah, you felt like your uppercut was kind of trying to go to the wrong direction,
Actually, no.
but
I
you
realized
managed to put it.
she takes 3 less damage because I forgot to put the -1.
Oh. So how much? That would be 8, so that's only 3 damage. Okay. Oh, then she. So here's what actually happens then in this case.
Oh, right, yeah, because I took damage. Because I forgot to put the -1 in the second roll. Alright.
You go for the attack, and she actually cancels out her bat move and dodges both of those, but she spends the resolve to negate all of the damage.
Okay.
Whoa! Jesus Christ, you're quick.
I mean, that's the whole thing, huh? And because that was a successful roll, I think, if I remember correctly, with Brawler, that was a successful attack, I get a piece of meter.
Alright.
Doesn't that happen anytime you roll your number, regardless of success, or?
I do not remember. I'm
I
using the Jade Vamp version of it, so...
Okay, that'd be good to check.
I think it might have
Yeah.
been my version because I did a few changes to it. I don't know. You check that. I will go for Chameleon's turn, okay?
Gotcha.
Alright. Chameleon,
Bye.
it is your turn.
Alrighty. We're stepping. I'm just gonna move, like, I know there's a wall there. I'm just gonna move it so that I can, like, the swarm is usually, like, on Chameleon sometimes. So technically we're on the same space a bunch of the times. I'm just gonna put it in there just so I can see. Can I mean, that's 5 movement. I can see this motherfucker. And I kind of see this one.
You could hear the noise.
I think the door is
probably.
closed there.
Oh, yeah.
No,
you...
I think is it closed?
Yeah, she
Oh, okay.
closed it.
Lamau.
Outside of her terms.
I imagine the violent uppercut and whatever was going on was audible. No.
You know what? I'm gonna say that Misty closed it poorly, so it was half open because you acted outside of your turn. So
Fair enough.
I'm just gonna say she could hear at the very least everything that happened over there, so have a notion of
Okay.
what's going on.
Yeah.
The door is closed.
It is half open.
Half open. So with the half open door, Lotus did call this nice, beautiful woman Hun. How does Ken feel about that?
Bruh.
And is, you can see he's like he's entirely focused on the person with the gun in front of him and like figuring that out, but then he hears Hun. Probably imperceptible to Lotus, his ears perk up, and then he gets into a lower stance. Not like a hunch, like a tackle. Like a cougar getting ready to strike its enemy.
Whoa. Hat boy.
All right, Chameleon, go on your turn. Meanwhile.
Yeah, I'm just trying to determine which enemy is the most dangerous at the moment. I'm gonna say, is it fine if I like, cause Misty is in this space. It's gonna be like here.
I will say you can move through allies as long as you don't land on them on your final step to do an action.
Okay, yeah, I'm just essentially kind of trying to walk in to try to get like, I'm just gonna put here myself so people can see. I'm just essentially my idea is that she's like kind of running to kind of get a look at each person and get an idea of who's the most dangerous looking and or injured.
Probably the one with the gun.
Probably the one with the gun, but there's a hole to death over there. Not that you can tell, to be fair.
My fucking rat. There's a what?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
If you-
just Lotus puts a hole,
Yellow
like,
circle right here.
yeah, intended.
That has no collision.
You could die.
If you
And
pass
yeah.
by
you didn't-
10,
And I will say, besides from Ken, probably Ken noticed it, but Lotus didn't say that was happening.
Yeah, no.
You do not know. Lotus said
I
he'd do
don't.
something, but you
I
don't know.
don't. I don't.
three.
Go ahead. I do see
Sorry.
woman with gun. However, I imagine Chameleon does have an idea that this is kind of like the pilot area.
Over
Yeah,
there.
in my head.
Go ahead. Sorry. No, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, in my head, I think Chameleon is most likely gonna go for this one because in her head, this is the pilot. This pilot probably knows where the person we're looking for is, and probably has more access to calling for more backup. So she essentially, she has her swarm of rats. It's like a fuck ton of movement as well. So she's just gonna have the swarm of rats go over to her and do the good old choke her. Because she doesn't want to kill the possible source of information.
Alright, so you send a bunch of rats to go after them. So, do you want to roll power, precision? What are you gunning for?
I'm doing the same thing that I've done to essentially. How hurt does it look actually?
She seems pretty well.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna do the. Hold on, let me look at my fucking shit.
I'm gonna use the size of these
no,
rats
rat.
real quick. I need to be able to fucking see half of my.
I think because Lotus is there and I know he can probably overpower her, I'm gonna aim for the rats to swarm and overpower her rather than like choke her because Lotus can probably like knock her out. But Chameleon is gonna call out like, knock her out. You probably can tell us where the hell the other bitch is.
Alright, so you're trying to just hammer a bunch to get her distracted and such.
Yeah, I'm not trying. Like, I'll probably use like a bunch of the needles, maybe suck some blood or whatever the hell, but not kill her. Yeah.
Free
Okay,
blood.
roll
Yeah. I think it would be power. I think.
Power.
'Cause I am swarming her. Some of them are probably
Yeah,
stabbing
you
her,
see
know?
as you go to swarm her, suddenly, like, as she goes to, like, instead of stomping the rats, suddenly her arm starts going a little bit faster, just trying to fucking ora punch all of the rats away.
Lamau, good luck, bitches. I'm like hundreds of rats.
Do remember that Misty noted that she wasn't a stand user.
Yeah, she's not a stand user. Yeah. To be fair, she's probably like panicking and being like, ah!
Actually has a baseball bat. Why should she do it with her fist? She's gonna use the bat.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like fucking hundreds of rats. I did eat a fuck ton before the fight started because I lost a fucking bunch of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a baseball.
Looking, that would be 3d6 K2.
You take,
Literally,
The rats take 2 damage as she managed to scamper them away from herself, at least for a little bit, as she backs off a bit like, oh, God. Oh, my arms hurt. You still can use, fun fact, colony stance, use secondary action to attack still. You can do another attack if you want.
Okay, so she's gonna point at her, like posing dramatically. Give up now, or that's just going to be the start of it.
I didn't help my boss get 2 fucking turfs in 1 day for a little shit like you to pop up and think you can beat the shit out of us. Bring it on, bitch.
Alright. You chose your fate. And she's just gonna crack a smile and have the rats fucking swarm him again. And this time, I'm not gonna choke her, but I'm gonna have a few just ram into her mouth for extra intimidation points. It's not anything mechanical, it's just extra get fucked.
As you go around, she like tries to lift her bat again, but then her arms give out a little bit, like, oh fuck. And she's gonna have to do it without the bat.
Fuck you, die. I'm not die, I don't want to kill her, I just want to knock her out, but yeah.
Oh
Ah,
no.
fuck me! What the fuck?
You still win.
Oh shit, I know, yeah.
I won, yeah. Well, actually,
I'm popping off.
I mean, you could spend a resolve to do more damage, but
More
that's
like
up to you.
No.
popping off.
No, fuck that. I don't want to knock her out.
Alright, you managed to do 1 damage to her as she's like
Epic.
kicking away the rats this time. With like her arms swinging around like a little bit like noodles, and she's like, ow, 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 ow.
Fucking giant metal needles, it's just like, ow.
You can always spend a resolve to have another main action, and I think you have a bit of movement still if you want.
I don't know what I said remain action.
Diamond, question for you.
Yes?
These are non-stand users. I assume the crabs are allowing them to contest?
Maybe.
I mean, it seems like the crabs are actively like jerking them around.
Yeah, sounds about right.
What is a remain action?
Use the main and a secondary to be able to do the attacks.
Quick question. They are bleeding. They not bleed onto the bracelets?
Oh, yes, she is bleeding, and you see that her bracelets are visible. You can see the inner parts of the crabs.
I will say the whole point, my stand actively when it attacks, it like sucks blood and fucking stabs you with needles and shit. So,
Okay.
Suck.
probably bleeding.
Yeah, she is bleeding. Then the crabs have unlocked from her, but they're still on her.
Fair enough.
They're just loose.
If anything, I personally do have movement left. So I guess I'll just get closer. I'll keep the rats close. Just a wall, right? I'll just have like the rats like say they're like swarming, kind of half her, kind of her in the wall. Because it's a bit weird swarm movement, but
yeah, I'm gonna keep these guys here for that.
Yeah. It's just that I don't want them to be in Luxus's way.
All right. Don't worry. I'm sure
But yeah,
we can move them.
I'm just gonna be like, knock her out. She was piloting the ship. We can get something out of her.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh.
Hey. Miss D.
Hi.
As you're like looking at the rats, you reach out your hand, and you start to choke the shit out of Chameleon.
That's
What
not
the
cool.
fuck?
Hey, Chameleon. Miss D's trying to choke you. How do you deal with that?
I think she panics and she starts shouting in Italian out of confusion. I don't know Italian that much. I do know so.
Basta pesto, bussolati, mista, diavolo!
Nah, she's just like,
Vaffanculo.
imagine it's Italian. just
Giorno
like,
Giovanna
what
would be very
What the
disappointed
fuck are you
in you right
doing?
now.
What the fuck are you doing?
Huh?
And she just like tries
Oh,
to slap
hi.
your hand away, like she's like half panicking. She's like half panicking and half like actually in danger, paranoia, or paranoid. You
Okay,
know?
so here's what I think this is like. You try to close the door, but her hand is too quick and grabs your neck and sinks the fucking nails in. You take 2 damage.
Me or the rest?
You take 2 damage, Chameleon.
Shit, dude, I was gonna go to the restroom. Now I can't do this shit because I see the fuck. I see it. In the throat. Shit. I pissed myself because of my backstory trauma. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I'm gonna lower here 24 to a 22 as you took 2 damage. Alright.
Yeah, I did it in my character sheet, yeah. My
What?
resolve is also down to 2.
Why can I see some of your healths here, but not... Man, this shit's weird. Whatever. And anyway, fun fact, this stand is also a colony. She can spend a secondary to attack again.
Interesting.
God.
As, hey,
I use that unit reverse action.
hey, Chameleon. As you're being choked out, suddenly your hand reaches out and tries to choke the shit out of Lotus.
Okay, but
I'm not even tall enough to do
Conga,
that.
conga, conga,
Yes.
conga, conga,
I'm
conga.
4'9". I'm 4'9". I'm not even tall enough to do that while I'm getting fucking choked.
Look,
Hey,
look,
Ken, someone's
Look.
choking out your man.
look, Chameleon. You're either aiming for the neck or making you crush his balls with your hand. So shush.
You know, both of these are things. I don't.
not during
So,
October.
Lotus, how do you defend from Chameleon reaching out to try and choke your neck?
I want to try to do something non-harmful, so I'm going to quickly, because it's in my pocket, I'm going to have the good life. Turn off the collision of my jacket pocket, and then turn it back on. And as the sand is falling, it's going to shoot out from the pocket into her eyes.
Okay, sure.
Excuse
Roll
me?
for whatever that is.
Roll for
Precision.
pocket sand.
Oh, precision.
Oh, damn
Because it is your stand you're using for this.
No
That's-
clipping pocket sand is great.
Hey, it is a
More like cocket sand.
Shut. Not during October.
Well, I'm gonna take some damage. Yeah.
Alright, you take 6 damage.
Resolve? No.
You take 1 damage. As she just scratches your neck and a little bit of blood comes, tiny drops of blood comes out, and you feel the crab on your arm loosen up. Also,
Wait, mine? Mine?
Both of yours, because I think you took damage earlier from Miss D, and now Lotus took damage right now.
Hey,
Wait,
considering
what?
I clawed into Chameleon's neck, would that work for a charge on my end?
Yes, you have 2
I
charges
also
now.
Chameleon is
Actually-
bleeding from the needles earlier. I'm confused though. Did she get damage from fucking what happened with Lotus? I'm so confused.
Lotus got a scratch on the neck from your hand.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And as you try to attempt to choke Lotus out, he's gonna do a quippy one-liners like, "I'm flattered, but you're the last person I want choking me right now."
Also, you
Shut the
got
fuck up!
Also, Chameleon, you got sand in your eyes.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! She's just like you see her stumbling between languages as she's clearly panicking.
There is this really funny image of a conga line of choking where because he's choking her neck as you try to choke him and there's sand on your face but not on your eyes. Just so funny. And
Yeah.
anyway, the villain is gonna spend a resolve to attack again.
God damn it.
What the
Didn't you already-
fuck?
Didn't you
As-
already do that?
No,
Yeah,
that was the
they
secondary.
no, they have a second. They
God
are colonies.
damn it. I'm just really like, let's play Dark Souls.
Hey, Lotus.
Who am I joking?
You're punching yourself in the face actually.
Oh,
Wow.
Everyone's beating the shit out of Lotus.
including
Nobody
myself.
likes Lotus.
I'm a
He's
big
like,
fan
"Oh."
of the fact that apparently this guy just doesn't consider Misty a threat.
I mean, would
It's a
anyone?
woman.
Would anyone?
True.
Would you?
Would
But
you?
isn't Chameleon a
Man,
woman?
okay, how do I
defend-
protect myself from myself?
Yeah, how do you do it?
I'll give you a little hint. Ken is looking back and looks towards you. Don't do that. It's bad. Please don't hurt my boy. So fun fact: whatever you roll, you get 2 rerolls. Because I'm
Ooh.
spending resolve to use supportive obsession. Whenever you make an
Oh.
opposed roll, I allow you to reroll a number of dice of your choice equal to the amount of resolve I spend times 2.
Hmm,
So I
interesting.
can only spend a max of 2 resolve at once, but that is up to 4 dice you can reroll.
Man,
However, I'm just spending 1
I
right now.
really wish I could. I really wish I could fight myself using Brawler, but this doesn't meet my philosophy or style.
Philosophy
wish-
punching yourself in the face.
Stop
Instead
playing.
of beating
Because-
myself up, I'm gonna fucking jujitsu myself up.
It's like, I'm gonna punch myself. Okay, time to use my jujitsu training. I throw myself on the floor.
Behold my face. Behold
Fucking
my face.
Patrick
your
beating
style.
himself
Okay.
up.
I'm bleeding,
can I-
making me the victor. Sorry.
Okay, because in the system, bravery doesn't, or at least health is not equivalent to actual physical body HP. It's more of like the will to live on. So I'm going to try to brave through it. Can I use bravery to just take the hit and be like, I'm okay with this?
You know what? Sure, I'll allow it. But even if you succeed, you're gonna break your glasses.
My glasses! No, it's fine. That's fine. I'm good with that. Cool.
Okay, you take 1 damage. Sorry, I got
Cool,
confused.
I take 1 damage. No, you're good. I forgot to put the -1.
You take 1 damage. As you kind of hit yourself in the face, you break your glasses, but honestly that damage was mental damage for breaking your favorite glasses.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm imagining him on like the
My
verge of
glasses.
tears.
Kinda.
Hey, Mr. Loris, it is your
Because
turn.
because Lotus bought this with his own money. When he was homeless.
With his allowance.
No, before the allowance, before he was homeless.
So
These are all.
is the crab still trying? Is the crab on my arm still trying to choke out Chameleon?
It seems your hand feels tired. Seems like you use all your energy on your arm and it kind of just it's moved out a bit and you can move around freely.
Dot. Oh wait, shit! Nobody's piloting the boat. 1, 2, 3, 4. How much can I move again? How does movement work
You
again?
cannot move through opponents. You're gonna have to find a way to go through her roll.
So Misty like dashes past these two, still with the black band on her arm, as her shadow kind of like basically slingshots back to her, and she's gonna like try to slide between this woman's legs.
And the rats.
I mean, the rats are a stan,
And the rats are in her mouth, so you know.
Oh no, the
and
rats
also
are,
you know an ally.
The rats are interactable by people. That's a condition of hers.
But
Yeah.
the rats are an ally.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. The rats are an
Anyway.
ally.
Yeah,
luckily for us.
the rats love gay
Yeah, bro.
people. They're an ally.
Anyway, yeah, Misty is gonna try and just like slide under this lady.
Yeah, she's gonna try to kick your head in as you're sliding through.
Nah, but like this lady hasn't seen me attack, and I've got the black band.
Yeah, she knows you're there. It's not gonna work this
Damn.
far.
Hell.
I think this one's bronze 3. And because she's occupied with all the rats, she's not using her arms, she just can't receive any bonuses, so this is a raw roll.
Give up.
Clearly, the dice don't want me to fucking do this.
So, as
mean-
as a sign of goodwill, you do go through, but you get kicked in the face for 1 damage, which is actually funny because you spit out blood, which gives you 1 charge. Your mouth's
Anyway, how far
bleeding
can I
now, though.
move? How far can I move?
It's 6 squares, but if you spend a secondary, you can move an extra 6 squares.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna spend that secondary.
Oh,
God,
God.
we're
Oh,
gonna
no.
fucking crash this blimp. Silent minimum casualties. Missy's gonna crash the
Alright,
blimp.
that was the main action to go through her, movement action, and secondary. You're out of actions.
Yeah,
You
for
could,
now.
You could spend a resolve to have another main action.
No, I spent too much resolve.
That's valid.
Uh,
Larissa,
Diamond,
This crab shoots me.
Diamond, just to check, before we move on, is the blimp actually moving at all like it's going to crash? Or is Miss D just delusional?
she's the solution. The thing is going very smoothly.
He's an idiot.
It is not a fast.
my
It is not a
God.
fucking fast vehicle.
Yeah, no, it's not a matter of her being delusional. It's a matter of her not understanding that the blimp pilot can step away for a minute.
It has auto, but it's like 100 years
Yeah,
in the
she
future.
just-
It's probably got
She
GPS.
just doesn't fucking know this.
Yeah.
Oh
Question: is this door locked in front of you? Ken, I don't remember.
I
Huh?
mean, it was open because she was shooting at me. I would imagine she'd have to see me.
Oh yeah, then it's still open probably. She tries to move forward, but then her arms pull her back. She's like, "Stupid fucking! Why don't you want to step forward? There's nothing wrong on this pathway in front of me. There's nothing.
Lotus cackles.
There's nothing. You know what? Fuck it. I have a gun." She pulls out her gun and is aiming at you again.
Yeah, no, I don't have that bonus from session. If only Lotus was choking me out, we'd be able to defend better. Sad.
Quickly,
Can
Ken,
I
use
try to
shutting the
defend?
door overdrive.
Door shutter overdrive, it breaks the door.
Bow, ba, 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 bow.
Yeah, Diamond, I'm going to close the door, or maybe like closing it fast enough where I can rip it off its hinges to use as an impromptu shield. Pretty much just pulling it too hard.
All right. Roll bronze +2 for door.
Yippee!
Wahoo.
Oh no.
I'm
Do you want to take that
not
damage?
I'm not gonna spend a resolve. I'll just take that 1 damage.
You take 1 damage as a bullet scrapes through you again. Really, dude? That door's not bulletproof, dumbass. And
I don't need it to be bulletproof.
Ken's
Just
corpse.
bullet resistance.
As Ken is now holding this door. How tall is this door, Diamond?
I don't fucking know blimp doors.
2 feet tall.
I mean, like, average door.
Okay, so 2 meters a 10. I'm gonna say 2 meters tall.
Okay, so roughly about 6 feet. Good. And let's see here.
Girl, that's a short fucking door.
Yeah, that is short door.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough. It's wide enough for what I need it for. So Ken is he sees Lotus behind him getting choked out by Chameleon. And he's
Really
looking.
got scratched.
Yeah. And he's looking. Sorry, what's up?
It's like choking him out, or at least got scratched.
Yeah. And he's looking back at the active shooter. He's like, she
But
can't put
remember,
something
Ken,
there.
Lotus called this fine woman in front of him Hun.
Yeah, nah. He's still hunched over, kind of like holding back, like what you could almost see is like a half growl through clenched teeth. All right. So here's what I want to do, Diamond.
Yes.
With this door, yeah, it's 6.5 feet. Ken would like to perform a little bit of JoJo bizarreness.
Okay.
As he holds the door in front of him, I want to hold it up and essentially palm strike it in such a way with my Haman Mortal that when I punch the center of the door, the splinters fly out like bullets. Essentially
Ooh.
snapping the door and using the wood shards like bullets infused with Haman Mortal.
That is really cool. Do a special attack.
Alright, so is this 2d6
hold up,
bronze?
Keen.
Or...
Yeah,
What's the name?
Yeah, what's gonna be the name of this attack?
It's not an overdrive.
Yeah, but I
Door
think
shotgun
yeah, but I
overdrive.
think it's cool.
Alright.
So you know what? Hey team,
Alright, yeah.
from this point
Yeah.
forward, you may now shatter any wooden doors, materials that are roughly the size of a door to do this attack. What's the name?
Okay.
It's a new ability you just
Just big-
unlocked.
Big wooden
What?
materials. All right. So you're just giving me a signature move.
Yeah.
All right.
I did.
All right. Let's see. What am I gonna call this? As Ken is charging up the Hamad Mortal energy, with his fingertips against the door in like a knife hand motion, he has it up against the door, and he says, takes a deep breath, and he says, 1-inch buckshot overdrive, as he clenches his fist in a 1-inch punch against the door, with a burst of Hamad Mortal flowing through him into the door, shattering it like crimson wooden buckshot. That good?
Yep. And she's just gonna fucking try to duck from that because she doesn't know what to do against that.
Yeah.
Door.
Fucking man
Who,
just
who would
exploded
know
the
what to do
door.
against that? No one would.
Well, obviously you just close the next door.
Oh, team, you do have a -1 for that because crab.
Didn't I shake off the crab?
I don't think you ever did because otherwise you would have removed
I
the
mean-
little ball from you.
I mean, so like I did hit her with the crab. I imagine you probably would.
Oh no, you
I
failed that
can't-
roll. Remember?
Yeah, fair. Yeah, he had it in the palm of his hand. It probably was slipped back on. Shit. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is gonna be 2d6. Let's hope this explodes.
God hates twinks.
Not okay.
Yeah, you do manage
Yes,
to deal some damage to Larissa. As she ducks down when some of the fucking leftovers hit her. But since it's a new technique for you, you kind of made it halfway sloppy.
Yeah. I mean, he's literally pulling off a 1-inch punch plus Hamon when he's not used to that. He's used to holds and grips and tears,
Yeah.
not karate techniques.
Would you like to take your turn? You still have a secondary in movement.
Yeah, no, he's definitely gonna move over. And I want to ask,
Yeah.
if I... This is just a wall, there's no door here, right?
Yep.
Trying to think, what can I do that wouldn't be in a post-action? Would it count as an opposed action if I try to like tear Miss Chameleon off of Lotus?
Not really because it's only during the attack roll that count that the girth of the damage is happening. So yeah, you can pull her off of a secondary.
He's going to put his hands on Chameleon's shoulder and say, focus on the gunman, she's distracted for now, and tears her off of Lotus. And I'd like to essentially swap positions with Chameleon.
Yep, that is valid.
And then he's next to Lotus, and he's like, alright, just you and me now.
It's a little
Did you say that?
dude.
Misty's shadow waves hello.
And you too.
Lotus, your turn.
Cool.
Your,
Awesome.
Wait,
your non-boyfriend is here.
I also want to say,
Huh?
as Misty Shadow waves, he's like, oh, and you too. And then he's like, wait a minute. Looks back down at the shadow. I don't think he's ever seen it act on its own before. But yeah, go ahead.
What to do? What to do?
Has anybody
Oh.
told Chameleon about the fucking hall, by the way?
About what?
I
The
don't think any-
hall on the hallway.
Yeah, nobody
mean-
ever.
Oh,
Really?
no. But
Yeah.
It's gone now.
you-
it's gone now.
I-
Don't worry about it.
Gotcha.
Thank
It's
God.
gone.
Alright, that's valid.
The first thing Lotus is going to do, I'm going to spend a space point. I'm going to declare that it's like, oh, I think a long while ago, I think I've been on this very specific one. Yeah, this specific blimp. So if I know where that is now. And I'm going to declare that he's hidden knives. There's a lot of knives around here.
Oh.
Specifically, probably one on that couch, as he's going to walk through the wall. Secondary there. As
I
I'm
mean, it
going
makes
to
sense. Sorry.
this length of wall does not have collision anymore. As he's going to go up against the door here. And, you know, he is technically using he's using the space in between space, and I don't think anyone would ever really expect, as he pulls out a gun that he got from the police station. I don't think anyone's going to expect a bullet straight through a wall. As I'm going to shoot her.
Make an unopposed attack because nobody can see that coming.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I need to get rid of the measurement. I need to.
You do have a -1.
True, that is fair. Actually, there we are. I forgot to change my number. I'm gonna change my number to 3. As yeah, I'm going to shoot her. 2d4 plus 3. What's the item mod for gun?
Well, if it's a small gun, +1. If it's a big gun, +2.
It's not a.
I love
it's a revolver.
And +1.
Big
I love how guns are canonically weaker than doors.
Yeah, duh.
I
Have you
mean,
seen the
yeah,
size of a gun?
Yeah, fair. Yeah, it's JoJo. It's a gun.
Guns are
enough.
small, dude. They're easy to dodge.
Also, have you seen a JoJo character successfully use
So,
a gun?
I have a question. Do you want to kill this woman or
Yes.
not?
Of course.
I look at the one who's
Hmm.
always.
I will say Chameleon did tell you not to kill. Did ask you not to kill her.
I
Up to
really
you,
don't want to
honestly.
be like that gal, but you probably can't tell where you're aiming through the door.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually-
Chameleon asked you not to, but obviously.
I mean,
you
he
know.
knows more or less where she is. I think he can
Yeah,
try
I
to
know
be
where things are.
non-lethal. I'll allow
Yeah.
it.
I love
feel
that we're
like
having a.
as the panels zoom back to when Lotus realized he killed a person, and it zooms in. There's a conflicted feeling that appears on his face, as he's unsure how he actually feels about it. One hand, he killed a person. On the other, he should feel remorse. But killing is a bad thing, so he's gonna shoot her in the kneecap.
Anyway, yeah, you shoot her in the knee, and the first of all, hey, Miss Direction, you get
Hi.
+1 charge. As she gets shot in the knee, and the pain of a bullet wound in her knee is enough to put her into shock, and she passes out
Wow.
immediately.
Epic.
Oh, she's dead.
And the 2 crabs that were on her hands unattach. And a villainous actions trigger. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh no. Oh
Um,
no.
oh. Oh, both of those crabs jump from her towards you.
Remember that you do get a +2 to defense. Thanks.
Oh
to-
no, this is not a roll. You do not have a choice.
It just happens.
You have 3 crabs on you now.
Cool, awesome, wonderful. I love having crabs.
I love unopposed status.
Yeah. And are you doing her turn? That was all your actions,
know-
actually. You have movement.
Second. I do have movement, and I did spend a secondary to make this wall, well, I can patch through it. I am going to walk back through the wall, and it's like, can I have a problem? I have more crabs now.
Well, that's no good at all.
Actually, it's
I have more crabs now.
Wait,
I have
I'm gonna
more
step
crabs
away for a second.
now.
This wall right here, this entire wall, I can just walk straight through it. But I feel like if I stand next to you, I'm gonna do a little bit of a strangling, and I don't want to choke nobody. So I'm gonna.
I mean, yeah, he's
Uh,
already walking away, and Ken is like, yeah.
And I'm
that
going
was-
to
and, yeah.
monologue as Lotus walks back through the wall. He realizes something. Well, more of a thing that we've already noticed, but I don't think anyone said. So on top, Lotus is going to say and declare. So on top of the, I'm saying that the user can control the crabs to enforce will upon our bodies to hurt our allies, including herself.
You are correct. The crabs, once they latch onto someone, they become incredibly more durable, and not only that, but they can control enemies and allies alike. They do have a condition though. The path to freedom is paved with blood. So, if you play with your blood, you are free. And
Good
that's
to
the
know.
entire mystery. Congratulations, you figured it out.
That's how.
So, is the
Anyway-
bizarre field fully dropped?
Yep, it is fully dropped. And with the Bizarre Field fully dropped, I'm gonna reveal something else about the ship. As you guys figure out the ability and you think about this entire fight, where it would be the best place for the villain of this fight should be, if not on the complete opposite side of the ship.
Fuck me, man.
Good to know.
Alright.
Right?
I mean, it's not that far.
Anyway, with
God
that being
bless the
said,
party movement.
That is the end of Lotus's turn.
wait, did I delete the wrong turn? Oh no, okay, she's still there. Cassandra, get the fuck out of my turn order. Chameleon,
Alright.
it is your turn.
First things first. Is this door open?
Yes.
Cool. I'm running over here.
Deja vu.
Is closing a door an action of any kind?
I'm gonna allow you to just closing a door. What door? Are you trying to close the door?
Yes, this one.
Secondary.
Oh,
I mean, is it
alright.
closed? Isn't this door closed already?
I don't think anyone. I don't know
Okay,
if she.
I'm
I
gonna
remember she knocked
You know
me
what? I'm
out.
gonna roll that this door is closed, but she did come from the kitchen. She just closed the door behind her. Just so
I
don't waste a
essentially don't want it to
secondary
be
on something
open.
so stupid.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have my rats come with me, and we're gonna get rid of her. Get swarmed, idiot.
You see as she sees the rats coming. You see as her heads move downwards, to the fucking floor of the ship, and instead she kind of just the crabs and rats just start making her punch the floor, and punch the
Right.
rats away from the floor. She can't really shoot it.
I have a very stupid idea,
Yeah.
just to use my full movement. So you know how parkour, you jump over things, right?
Yeah.
Essentially, I'm gonna use my full movement, and as I'm running, with my rats, I essentially just gonna stop my movement over here. And as I leave my laps behind her, I'm essentially gonna use her as parkour and just kind of feral jump
here, you know.
over her.
Roll
But
your
it's
sense-
mechanically
Just
just rats.
Roll your sense power as you try to overwhelm her with
Yar.
rats.
Yar.
Jeez.
Narrate to me how you defeat this woman.
All right. I will say, over the 6 months, the party has not really leaned towards, hey, girl, kill people. So I'm gonna just roll bravery for myself. Just for just to make she just kind of noticed who's on the other side. So I'm just kind of doing that for myself. She does have a thing with the lowest of the low. So that's a +2 total because of her flaw. Yeah, she's gonna kill this woman. I think she's not trying to, but generally she was trying to storm the other woman with brute force and using the power of her rats. She's just stabbing this woman to death. She swarms them and is trying to use the brute force the same way she was doing. She's forcing this woman to the ground, but kinda like she's done 1,000 times before in the streets before she ended up on jail. She just has this woman just stabbed to death, her blood drained by the rats. That she kind of doesn't even acknowledge it. It's just automatic. She just goes back to something she's done before and hasn't done in a long time and kind of was not planning to do. But in the heat of the moment, in the heat of realizing where in her eyes killer is, she just reverts back to that, and she kills her.
It's unfortunate.
Do I have a secondary action left?
You do. You can attack again with that secondary
Ah.
action if you find the target.
Yeah. What is the exact movement of my stat? Is it the range?
It's speed.
Gotcha. Would the secondary action would be smearing blood to get rid of the fucking crab?
Sure, yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna
Wait.
do that.
Wait, didn't you take damage already? I think the crab is open. You just need to damage it.
In that case, I will do that, yeah.
Alright, roll power. I'm assuming the rats are gonna try to beat the shit out of it.
Well, they're riding the high. Definitely going rad mode.
Yeah, this crab over here is gonna try to use, this is a singular crab. This crab is gonna try to endure
It's a
it.
singular crab.
Yeah, it's gonna try to endure it, but it's not gonna do too well.
That's an 8.
Uh,
7, I guess.
yeah, you can take away.
Chameleon's a
Yeah, you can take it
Chameleon's
away.
a fire. Yeah. And I will say I accidentally deleted the eye symbol. She doesn't have that anymore. She's not. She turns back into her normal self. And she has her normal clothes, but she still has that guy's clothes. If anything, that's her turn. She just kind of changes her jacket to her normal one, and will like very roughly just like shove the shirt into her pants and just kind of not look as baggy, but she looks disheveled. She's covered in blood. She looks fucking. She looks like she's gonna murder someone.
All right.
She used her full movement. She's just gonna move her rats in front of her to protect herself.
All right.
Party's fun.
Guess whose turn is it?
Yeah.
My turn.
All right. Hey,
No.
you know what's funny?
Yeah.
You have 3 of those things on you, right, Lotus?
Here we do.
1, 2.
Oh, he can move us. Oh no.
As your leg
Uh,
moves forward and your arm grabs the wall, your other hand is gonna try to grab a Ken by the neck, and hopefully he won't enjoy this.
Yeah. As Lotus starts to involuntary move, it's like, yeah, I think I got this. He can physically move us with his stand. Wait, he can physically move us with his stand? Oh no, that's like step 1, step 2. Oh shit. Sorry, Ken.
So Ken,
Oh,
how
fuck.
do
Oh,
you
shit.
defend from your beloved trying to choke you?
Oh, that's simple.
Mo.
You see, Ken is a full 4 inches shorter than Lotus. And as he hears Lotus through the wall, and he's like, oh, okay. He told him, even before he went through, this thing can control our movement. So he's like, okay, I gotta be on my guard just in case, maybe a crab got on his leg or something. And sure enough, Lotus steps through, and Ken is like, it's okay, I got this. As he's going to, instead of trying to dodge out or like feint or duck, he's going to use a little bit of his height disadvantage to grab Lotus's wrists, like right above the crabs on his wrist, essentially grabbing his upper arm so that he cannot move to strike Ken.
All right, roll bronze.
God,
See, you didn't even need my -1. You're fine.
I hate you. I hate you. I
As
hate you so much.
successfully hold the arms of of Lotus against this wall over here. It's not anime hot at all. It's just awkward and really unsafe.
It's a little fidgety, yeah. It's not the
I would say
Kamedan
that's
Ken was
odd.
aiming for.
Yeah.
He's
Going to pipe up. It's like, man, I can't believe it. This is our first tango, huh?
Thank you.
This is still a secondary action though for this villain, and the crabs can move. So you know what? I might as well make use of these. Crabs. We're the crabs.
Crabs.
They're gonna try to maul you now.
I have the turns of tables.
Oh wait, shit! That's why I closed it. That's why I asked if the door was closed.
They can open doors. They have opposable
No!
plans.
How the fuck are crabs? What did they make
Crabs
a
with
crab
opposable
tower?
thumbs.
Anyway,
I'm kind of You know how people like will like step on a wall and do a backflip and land on the ground?
Yeah?
That's kind of what I'm thinking of doing. Like when they swarm on me, I will do that and stomp on them. And like when they swarm on me, I do that. And when instead of getting on me, I stomp on them. Like surprise attack.
I will warn you, these crabs are not like your rats. They don't need to be are not forced into interactions they don't want to. They are ghostly.
Well, I guess
you can dodge.
I guess
you're allowed to dodge.
I mean, I guess in that case, I will do an epic parkour, switch places with my swarm of rats, fight critter battle.
All right, roll bronze. Roll bronze plus the +2. To dodge away.
Yeah, I guess it's just a parkour switcheroo.
Yeah.
Is it bronze for me or the rats?
For you. Your rats don't have
All
bronze.
Right. Alright, gotcha. It's just a switcheroo.
1d6 plus bronze plus the 2, I think. You gotta beat a 9.
Sick backflip.
1d6 plus 6.
Oh.
You totally do it. And you know what? I'm gonna deal 3 damage to the stand as your rats maul through them because this was so sick.
I am just I do a sick backflip.
The sickest backflip ever. It's a shame nobody can see it.
It's a shame nobody can see
Yeah.
it.
No, literally, I mean, the boss probably can. I don't know.
And finally,
Boss isn't real.
These doors are open. You guys can see if you want.
Anyway, the villain is gonna spend a resolve to attack again.
Fuck you. I
Who's
mean,
gonna
the
attack
the
this
rat
time?
attack
The
stand,
crabs
yeah.
are gonna try to maul through the rats.
This is literally the meme that I said that it's just the.
Fucking, we're just gonna have the rats fight the.
Alright,
It is the battle of the critters.
alright, power versus power. Fight me with your rats.
I should make the rats urban masters.
The craziest aura.
No, I'm gonna say hard no.
Come on,
that.
it would be so funny.
No.
It would be so.
No!
Your rats take 1 damage.
I'm not resolving that. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, your rats have 5 health now. And
Yeah, it's fine. I have a secondary action to kill him.
Hey, Ms. Dolores, it is your turn.
Hi, this is the only golden crab we've seen, right?
Yeah, it's a yellow crab. It's holding the gun upwards.
Yep. Gonna like point my arm at the crab.
It jumps on your arm.
It what?
Wait, are you trying to have it on your arm?
No. I'm
Okay.
gonna shoot it.
With what? You have a gun?
I have multiple guns.
Where did you get a gun? When did that happen? I don't remember.
6 months
They went
time.
into an
Yeah.
armory. They went into an armory in the ship, I believe. We found like
Yeah,
an
they
armory
went, but
place.
also like she just has guns from the fucking thing.
Okay, you spend a secondary action, you shoot at the crab is intangible.
All right. No. I wasn't finished.
Okay.
I was going to use my shadow shit to make a shadow gun to shoot at the crab. Because I don't think I can affect stands.
Okay.
Does that work? Does that change anything if I use my underbelly of reality to make a, you know?
Depends. Which shadow are you using?
I can't use the other shadow unless I'm in darkness.
Yeah, that one is the one that
And
could attack this one.
Yeah, no, and this is basic, and for all intents and purposes, they are both just normal ass shadows.
Yeah, so you shoot this thing with a secondary because I'm not a villain. And it does nothing. It just goes through.
Yeah, she like shoots it, nothing happens, thinks, looks over at the crab around her wrist. Idea. So Misty recalls her shadow,
Okay.
and using the shape-shifting and the ability to like move objects, she wraps it around her arm to further like fight against what is inevitably the crab around her arm is inevitably going to fight back, as she's going to try to beat this crab with the crab around her arm.
Alright, roll bronze? I think?
Could I Could I argue brains because I'm trying to use the shadow trick stuff to move my hand as well?
Is Shadow Tricks brains or bravery?
Or not brains. I mean bravery.
Yeah, sure. I'll allow it.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
You do have 4 charges. You could do a better attack if you wish, but that's fine. This crab...
I do have 4 charges. I forget.
The golden crab will aim the gun away from you and just shoot it and use the power from the shot to propel itself against you.
I forgot that I could do things with my shadow.
You forgot.
I can't believe this.
Oh, you win! You beat the crab! You
Oh my
kill
damage!
it. You killed this crab and the one that was on your wrist. You have defeated the golden crab.
One
You
shadow.
gain +1 bizarre point. It has no use.
Yeah. and this
Okay,
is-
with that,
Man,
I'm gonna use my
love-
villainous action.
Oh god. Man, we love the phrase beating 2 crabs with 1 shadow.
Yeah, you want to do anything else? You still have movement, I think.
I can move, act, move, right?
You still have 5 movement, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just gonna stretch my shadow as long as I can for all those tasty charges.
Alright. I don't think you're gonna any more charges over here. As you're stepping
I don't know.
over-
These two are pretty much fighting to the death, aren't they?
As you're stepping
No,
over
no.
an unconscious person.
Not willingly.
Now, Larissa,
I mean-
what are you doing in my turn order? Get the fuck out of there, you bitch.
Literally gets
hey,
your blood on your
guys.
fucking bracelets. Normal.
Hey guys! I learned something.
What'd you learn?
What's up?
You can beat the shit out of the crabs with the other crabs.
Oh
I
shit.
tried that earlier. It
She-
didn't work for me.
She like shows her arm, which now has no crab on it.
That
No, I
didn't
think I have
work
to
earlier.
believe them first.
Yes, smear your own blood in them! She fucking shouts like from the other hallway.
Yeah, we probably should help our friend over there, you know.
Yeah, no, okay. So if I let go, I'm going to move, and I'm going to go help Chameleon over there, yeah?
I mean, I, don't
think
know
we
why you're
should-
telling me this, just go do it.
But yeah, I just want to make sure, like, I don't, take my hand away, and then you hit me in the head, and then I go unconscious, and then...
I mean,
Anyways,
it's
uh,
once every 6 seconds.
I'll be
no.
back.
Oh
I'll be back.
Okay. Oh,
As
alright,
he-
what do you think?
Very quickly, let's go. And, yeah, he's gonna book it, so... Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As he has now spent his movement and his second...
You're gonna get a crab if you walk through this.
Gonna get
Okay, but-
crabs.
Do you wanna
Okay,
get a,
but hear me out.
do you wanna get a
Hear
grab?
me out.
Give me out.
Okay, but hear me out, though.
Okay.
What if I did a really sick front flip?
There's an entire woman in front
I
of you.
swear to God, everybody's doing
Okay, and
backflips.
I just use her as a stepping stone.
An entire woman.
That's what I did!
You're gonna...
Look-
I'm gonna count this as a secondary action.
Yeah, so good.
And
So-
you're gonna roll. If you fail, you're still gonna move forward, but you're gonna get a crab. If you succeed, you don't get a crab. Roll bronze plus parkour, I guess. I'm gonna roll.
Do I get a bonus for parkour? I do not have Urban Master, but
No.
I am Goomba stomping this woman.
No.
So what is...
I'm gonna
Okay,
roll.
but does she count as an object bonus?
No. I'm gonna roll precision instead of power, which is a worst roll. So you beat that.
Not a 1, yippee.
You succeed.
Oh,
You avoid getting 1 crab. And I think it was here, or was it here?
Yeah, it was here.
Okay.
So
Anyway.
now he's right here in front of the door, and I only have a main action left. So Diamond, I want to ask you,
Crabs.
Yeah.
for the sake of this conflict, so that way I don't have to spend all my actions moving, can we just say I can try and pass through these crabs as part of my movement?
Sure, but you get a
Please.
crab.
That's
Yes,
fine
okay.
by me. I've got... So just to check, I have a crab on my leg and a crab on my arm now, right?
No, I think you only have one. It's the counter didn't
Well,
go up.
after I pass by the crab.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have one crab in each hand.
Okay, fuck. Okay. Well then,
They
Yes, let's
prioritize
just
the
kill all the
arms.
crabs and then we'll fucking jump her.
kicking through the door. Ken ends up over here.
You have two
Who do-
crabs now.
What do I see?
When you get in, what you see is this woman. She's sitting on a little stool, and she is looking at like a pendant that she has open in her hand. And yeah, she's wearing shades inside.
And just
Dumbass.
to check, remind me, what was the objective of this mission?
Capture her.
Capture.
Alright.
I will say from last session, in case we is not remember, I got a tranquilizer.
Okay.
I can knock her out.
You
I
do
can
see
literally inject it into her.
you are able to
Just have
see
the
that she
rats.
has two crabs on her feet and one crab in the arm that she's holding the pendant.
Right, so she has crabs on her too. Alright. Now, what is in the
Please do.
pendant? Can I see that from here?
Sure. You see the picture of her and someone else. Unfortunately, I don't have the picture open, so
What-
imagination.
What does it look
It seems to be a man. They both are smiling
Huh.
at it.
As Ken stops, two crabs on each of his arms. He holds out his hands in front of him. Remind me, what was the target's name?
Carrie Arch.
Are you Keriach?
Without the J at the end. She's like, she kind of just slowly turns to look at you. And she nods.
Just to check. Her face and eyes are completely covered, right?
Yep, but honestly, the picture that you guys were given, it's literally this. That's exactly her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
we were given the big crew.
That-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not... I'm not so much worried about identifying her. We're so worried about other things. As Ken looks down at his wrist with the crabs and the cuffs on them, he's like, I'm going to have to ask you to come with me. You either come peacefully, or we turn this into a confrontation neither of us want.
Team, I want you to remove this song because I have a different one to put here now.
No.
He turns you into a crab.
I will say, Chameleon has said that this person is someone who's in
You
quotes, killed her.
say you
know
come
this
with
person
us.
hurt her.
You come with us, or this becomes a confrontation. You see, she puts away the pendant in like her clothes. She stands up, looks you dead in the eyes, and just steps closer to you. And then just keeps waiting.
I really don't want to hurt you, but if it comes to it, I will. You can see tiny crackles of black and red energy shooting off his hands.
You already hurt me. I felt it all. It doesn't hurt much, but I felt it. It doesn't matter anyway. So where are we going?
And looks at her dead in the eye. As Ken looks at her, I can't guarantee you anything. I'm just a moving piece, but gives her an ever so slight smile. You won't die where you're going, and there's still a chance.
You say that, but what about the woman that worked for me just died choking on a rat? Not that I care very much about what happens with me.
He stops smiling. She has her own agenda, but push comes to shove. Looks at her. I will protect you if need be.
You
We're
should,
not here
but
to.
sure.
We didn't come here to kill anyone. Unfortunately, there's complications.
I did feel one person falling off my ship. There was a crab on them, and they fell all the way down outside of my range, probably splatter against the water of the ocean right now. So that's like 2 people you guys killed in here, if that counts for anything. I don't care. You do whatever you want with that information.
Why do any of this if you don't care?
I like pointing out things. It's a good pastime.
Why do all this if you don't care?
That's a very good question. That
Can you dispel
is
your
a very
stand?
good question.
Okay. Diamond.
Yes?
Yeah. What do you think
Yeah.
about Chameleon?
Yeah.
You guys notice that the crabs on your bodies start to disappear.
Okay.
In that case, Chameleon will have her rats start climbing on top of her. And slouch, slowly start making her way towards the door. As she's kind of still in fight mode, she hasn't even realized that woman is dead yet. She stands at the door, sees the woman, and just stands there, just kind of waiting for the punches, strikes, anything to be exchanged, and just
Chameleon?
stares.
This doesn't have to be a fight. I
She
know
looks
that
at
you two have some history.
Do I? I don't remember this woman.
you see her eyes twitch, one of her eyes twitch, and veins starting to pop in her forehead.
If I've wronged you in the past, I would like to apologize. But everyone,
Apologize. Apologize. Oh, of course you'd love to fucking apologize. You don't even remember me.
I
You
suppose.
don't care.
Well, I don't care about anything in particular anymore. That's true.
Chameleon straightens up. You see her fist close. The rat's eerily quiet, just moving across her body, still climbing over her, but she's trembling. She's so inexplicably angry, but she's quiet. She's just trying to make sense of this answer because,
Chameleon,
yeah,
would you kindly roll 2d6 for me?
the 6.
2d6.
So the 6. Anything particular, or just the 6?
No, I want to
6.
see if she can remember who you are.
7.
She looks at you. You see her tilt her head. Right. One of the victims of that guy.
1.
1.
1.
Me and my partner, we used to work for the mafia, stopping not this mafia, another one, stopping troublemakers and making sure no more attention was needed was brought onto the entire thing. And there was this one very nasty man, managed to get his hands on a little stand arrow, that just allowed people to get stands. Usually people just died a horrible death, but I suppose I survived that. We weren't quite as good back then. I wasn't as quite done with life as I am right now.
He's dead. I saw you kill him.
Oh, he didn't die. He's very much alive and out there.
She grabs her by the throat of her clothes. Not necessarily threatening, she's clearly like tense, but it doesn't seem like she. It looks like she's about to snap, but not
You,
necessarily into a
her eyes
fight.
are empty. There is nothing in there.
She's just trembling,
And
eyes glistening. You ruined everything. You ruined everything. You.
That's
I'm
strange.
dead. I'm dead. She pulls her down. I'm dead. The last thing you. I've been. I thought that bastard was dead. I've been haunted by you and your little funny little partner for years.
No,
And
I
you tell
haven't
me
done
that
that.
bastard was alive this whole time.
I haven't really hunted you down at all. I honestly never cared about you. I just failed to kill that man. That is my failed attempt. I never cared for you. Neither me nor my old partner ever cared for you. We never went after you. That is all in your head.
I woke when I was in that restaurant. I didn't know what stands were. I didn't know until some months ago. But I felt the shadows. I felt your presences. And I felt them. It was all consuming. It was almost like dangerous. It was like something out of some horrific, twisted story. Something fake. It was like dying. And when I woke up in the hospital, they followed me. I looked at my hands, I looked at my face, and I could feel the shadows too. I left. I tried to run from them, but they followed me everywhere. And then they just turned into that. And she kind of points behind her. She's not pointing at anything behind her in particular, but it's very obvious she's talking about Bittersweet Symphony.
Pointing at Misty.
I did not
It doesn't
control
seem.
what your stand is. I don't understand what point you're trying to prove to me. There is nothing left for me.
I guess that makes two of us. I guess
Just
it makes
like,
it all useless.
then I suppose I'll ask the same question that he asked me. Why do you care?
I wouldn't die. You ruined my life.
I didn't stab you with the arrow. Don't blame me for another person's actions.
You were chasing a man. You ran into a little restaurant. You found just some little young woman to grab as a hostage, and you shot at him. You shot at him when he was holding me with an arrow to my neck. You really, maybe you didn't stab me with that arrow, but you shot at the man with a hostage. You failed to kill him, but you also shot at the man with a fucking hostage. Look at what he did to me. Look at this scar. Look at my face. Look at my neck. And she's just pulling her closer, essentially kind of dragging her across her own face, the scar on her face, the neck. This is your fault. You did this to me. And she just throws her away, lowering her head, tears playing down her face.
Do
At
you
least
want
your
to-
partner didn't shoot at me. At least your partner didn't shoot at him while he was still holding me.
Do you want to kill me?
I don't know. It wasn't even you. It wasn't even you who called the ambulance. It didn't even do anything.
So you're not trying to send me out of the day? I don't care. Not
And-
anymore.
if I may,
Sure.
and is going to put his hand on Chameleon's shoulder as she's trembling.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to then, like, very slowly, like, cautiously, step in front of her between Chameleon and the woman, and put both of his hands on the side of her head, and look her dead in the eye. Open eyes, right looking into her.
She raises her head as you hold it. Looks at you.
He's holding you by both of your cheeks. She's already dead. Whoever was there with you in that tragic moment is already dead. You're not. That's why you should care. You're alive. She's not.
She
You
looks
lived. You lived through terrible tragedy, and a tear rolls down the side of his face. Mouth still unmoving, but you lived through something terrible. But you lived, and you're here now. She's alive in only the barest minimum way possible. She doesn't. Killing her won't fix anything. It won't undo that. He motions over to the bittersweet symphony. All it will do is drag you down further. Yeah, Ken's gonna take his hands off her face and step to the side. And I think Lotus has something to say.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I think the question isn't God should we care. I think more so the question is what should you live for? Unfortunately, her reason to continue on, no more. And with all of this being hopefully resolved mostly, I think we should try to figure out to answer that question. What should you live for? I don't remember jack shit since like before more than a few months ago. The solitary is one hell of a thing, and I've been trying to figure that out myself. Getting my shit back is something that's a driving force for me. Getting the place to ourselves, that's something for me. I'm getting the freedom I wanted. That's me. What should you live for? If living for yourself or living for the fact you wanted to, keyword there, wanted to bash in a particular someone's head in, if that's not a reason to live for anymore, then what's a new one? Be introspective about it. Why should you live? And the answer of I shouldn't is not an answer.
Million stares at the ground. I was never trying to get to her. And she just looks back at her, kind of almost with disgust. I was running. I just wanted to stay alive.
Well, you hit the wall.
There was nothing for me left. There's nothing for me left. I left everything behind. Apparently for no reason. And she just shoots a poisonous glare to the woman.
I mean, Chameleon, you're good with parkour, right? You've hit a wall.
Yes,
Climb it.
yes, I'm very good at it. Yes.
Well, you've hit a wall in your life. Climb it. There's always some place to go further. If you can't go forward, go up. If you can't go forward, juke to the side.
Someone smoking weed inside my blimp?
Yeah, that's me. Hi.
Yeah, she kind of chronically
the
has a
hell up.
doobie.
Can I have one of
Shut
those?
Shut the hell up.
Oh yeah,
I-
sure. It's kind of like
I don't think that's
waddles in,
Hey,
hands the lady a blunt.
hey,
Misty, that
hey, Misdirection. Would you kindly
Yeah.
roll brains for me to identify something?
God.
Oh my god, you actually beat it.
Holy shit.
You look at this woman, Carriage. Her orange eyes, black hair, and you see that she's like looking at like her shades that she's wearing, like she's holding right now.
Mom?
And you think to yourself, where have I? This is deja vu. This is deja vu. I remember this person. Yeah, you notice that, Miss D, and you do whatever you want with that. Anyway,
Misty,
Yeah,
like pulls a blunt out of God knows where, like does a little trick with it, like spinning it kind of like the same way you'd see a drummer spin their drumstick, and then just kind of like holds it out
you,
to the lady.
she grabs it, pulls out a like what seems to be a really fancy like silver and golden lighter, and just lights it up, and takes a puff out of it.
Hold on, I've completely forgotten
regardless.
this dude's name.
It's Kevin Rudolph.
Wait or whatever
She's
the
gonna,
hell
like-
aside before we get done with business. She kind of gives a nod to Ken and Lotus, which is a bit of an acknowledgement that she heard them. Kind of, we'll talk about this later. We'll deal with this first. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that I also got interrupted.
No, you can finish. I just
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask about the picture that she has. Because Dia mentioned it.
Yep. Go for the question.
She turns. Who's that? Pointing picture.
That's my ex.
Raises an eyebrow. Do I recognize them?
That is the other man that didn't shoot at you. That was there with her.
Excellent. PTSD.
Anyway, here is a pickerel I had in my stories that I think I can use for this. This guy.
Excellent. Let's go.
Kevin again.
No, it's the
No.
opposite of Kevin. Man has
No.
candy cane hair.
I actually had a lot of fun making his hair look like that.
Toad from Super
Oh my
Mario
god,
Bros?
she got into a dill?
Toad the Dilf?
How old is she?
Oh, Dilf!
Look,
Oh,
look, his hair is just anime hair. He isn't actually that
he
old.
has wrinkles. How old is
He
she?
has white facial hair.
It's bad. It's
Yeah.
bad DNA, and his hair color is weird.
He
okay?
looks like he's in his 40s. Like no, I
At
look if
least.
girls into dilfs, no offense, but how old is she? I'm curious.
Okay, you know
I
what?
don't know whether to call
You
this guy a gray fox or a candy cane.
You know what? You know what? Go fuck yourselves, dude. I'm changing up. It's this guy now.
No, it's
No,
fine. It's fine. He
no.
definitely fits. I'm just curious about her
No.
age.
She's in her 40s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes
That
sense.
makes
I was just curious.
sense.
She's just aged more
Anyways.
gracefully.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, no, my mom is in her 40s and she does not have a single wrinkle. I can't believe that. I was just like,
Yeah, no, my mom's in her
Anyways.
like 50s
Anyway,
and she's
as we were
pretty
Anyways.
as, yeah,
Anyways,
So,
I'm just gonna
uh,
ask her, where is he?
good question.
He's not dead.
Probably not. I would hope not, personally.
What happened?
We broke up. We had a fight.
About what?
She looks at you, and for 1 second, it seems like there's something behind her eyes, but it dies out too quick. She's like, nothing that concerns you. It
I
is
would like-
completely unrelated to your situation. And the
I would
I don't
movie.
believe that shit. Can I roll?
Roll for what? What are you trying to achieve?
Is she lying?
You don't have to roll for that. There's not a hint of a lie in her voice.
Alright, gotcha. Yeah, essentially she's just trying to see if it's related to her, but man's alive. Sorry about that, Ms. D. Go ahead.
I will say, it's a You recently took over 2 gang turfs. Why?
Alright.
If you don't care about any of this, why host a big party after taking over 2 turfs in Midsea? On a blimp. Why?
It's a hobby.
Racist
Gang
in
warfare is
Ivanhoe.
gang warfare is a hobby.
It's good to,
Effort stranger.
it's good to pass the time. Make you forget about things.
I guess.
Other people's screams more for your own.
Oh my fucking god.
No,
Just runs
Man, that's
face against
like
her face.
deep.
Hen
not
is
necessarily. It's just generally bad person thought process.
Hey, Miss, I noticed you got a good in your eye. I say, we gotta knock her out to take her out of here. So if you got any questions, ask her now. We can ask her later, but just ask what you gotta. And she does like a very slight, like, not a bro punch on your shoulder, but kind of like a nudge to do your thing.
She fucking explodes.
No!
Yeah,
She
I
like
think we should wrap
lightly
it up.
bump her in the shoulder and she fucking disintegrates.
no.
No!
Let's try not to extend her anguish a bit more. Let's try not to
No,
do
no,
that.
I noticed this. Just ask. Just don't know. Just ask. Just do your
I
thing.
mean, I've got nothing.
Yeah.
No,
And
no.
Uh,
It's the.
Misty.
did we know this lady's name, right?
Carter
Yeah.
Watch. I posted it earlier in the chat.
Yeah, there's I'll find it.
Wait, where?
It's Carter Osh,
Everything
yeah.
is varied
Oh,
always.
gosh.
It's Carter,
I posted it
Roach. It's
again
like
in the Road 20
Carter
chat.
Roach. I believe it's
Yeah.
like Roach. I believe it's like Roach.
I posted it again in the Road 20 chat.
Okay. So,
So Misty kind of like goes to eye level, like leans in fairly close as she takes her own, blunt, kind of like uh puts it aside. Just kind of like clear only to Carter. A few wheels are like turning in Misty's head as not a thought forms, but like just a thought process, a connection, and what do you know about Kevin?
Who?
Rudolph.
I don't know that name. Sounds fake if you
Okay.
ask me.
Okay. Okay. Misty's gonna like stand up again. Uh Suck
That's how she injects into things. I'm sorry.
What did you
I'm sorry, just the visual
I
visual
know. I
image that came into
know.
my mind
It's-
is like
it's
around
a
with
fucking-
where I like
I
sucking on a
know.
trach dart like a fucking baby on with a
I
bottle.
know, there's like
it's like it has it's like it
background,
has the
just
needle
like-
above it, and it's like on the ground, like like rocking back and
So,
forth,
I mean,
sucking on
it's
like a
very-
baby bottle.
Do 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 do
Yummy
do
It's
do do
very
do.
JoJo. It's very JoJo to be like a serious interrogation in the
Yeah,
background.
okay.
Just-
Okay, alright. Yeah, misdirection.
Yeah.
So that was
One
Sorry.
last thing.
yeah.
Before
She
Miss-
stands.
Go ahead.
She stands up, kind of like moves back to go outside. So, are we gonna land this thing, or are we just gonna jump out with her?
We
The pilot's alive.
I think you need to go find some parachutes, hopefully.
There's
The
some
pilot's
underneath,
alive.
there's some underneath there's my bed over here. I think in the other bedroom there's some more.
There's
I
a fuck
think
ton
you-
of people on this ship, and we left the pilot alive. Just wake her up and have her do her thing.
Yeah, at least the pilot's alive, unlike those old two other people you guys killed.
There's only we didn't
Misty,
kill
like-
anyone.
Misty,
Lotus
like, looks
gives
down,
a
counts on her
large
fingers.
sigh. As she mentions 2 other people, Lotus gives a large sigh. It's like,
We didn't kill anyone.
Yes, you
Well,
did.
No.
Lotus
Look
turns
behind
around.
you.
Lotus turns around. It's like, yeah, I no intention of doing that. I thought there was a compartment underneath the floor.
Oh yeah, you missed it by about, I think about 30 feet. Otherwise, they would have fallen in here.
Yeah, that's what I was aiming
Uh.
for, but I don't know the dimensions of this place.
Yeah, you should have thought about that.
Chameleon stares at the dead
Yeah,
body.
you're right. I should have. Lotus starts to
Look.
cry a little bit.
You live and learn.
Yeah. Chameleon looks like she's looking at a ghost.
If it's any
Just kind of
comfort,
realizing she just reverted back to
if it's any
her
comfort,
instincts.
once you've seen one dead body, you've seen every dead body.
Can
No comfort at all.
Nah, dead bodies are like pretty versatile.
That's
Kind
not
of
what,
Can
fucked
you-
up,
it's not the
really.
point of saying. It's you meant to say once you see a dead person, you kind of get that they're all dead.
Chameleon dead staring just at the body. Just she's not never someone who's really had a lot of remorse, but she's just kind of blankly staring, still crying, though not necessarily. It seems more so that the shock. But she hands out the rat with the needle to Ken with the tranquilizer. She doesn't say anything.
Ken nods, looks down at Carter. He kneels down with the rat in his hand. And as he looks down at her, he says, "We aren't supposed to kill you." But he leans in, puts a hand on her shoulder, leans in to whisper into her ear very intimately. "You are the scum of the earth. You kill without care. You conquer without pleasure. And if it were up to me, I would have killed you for making him cry." As he sends a
That's cute.
as he sends a shockwave of Haman Mortal through her shoulder, burning against the clothing and the skin, while holding his other hand over her mouth, and once it subsides, putting in the tranquilizer mouse into around her neck, like her neck.
As
So it's like
you
he puts the tranquilizer into the neck, puts a hand over her mouth, and then shocks her shoulder.
as you do that, she puts. You see that she doesn't You see that like she kind of just puts a hand on your shoulder, and then she somehow you don't understand why. She grabs your wrist with a strength that you didn't see before, and she just whispers, "You're adorable," and then she just passes the fuck out.
Dude, that lady was weird. You have a fucked up mom.
You may roll brains if you so wish. I'm gonna roll 2d6 to see if you beat that, Mr. Lotus.
Meet a 10.
Oh no.
Kalash,
Oh,
you either heard nothing or you heard everything. There's no in between.
I'm gonna reroll.
You heard nothing.
I have to
Yeah,
I have to
really
resolve that.
quickly.
Oh, you can spend
I'll say it
resolve.
above. I'll say it above tables. I think everyone will know. But I think because of the obvious clues in the way she kind of shouted at this woman, it's pretty obvious that Chameleon was kind of a hostage in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Like she was not an actual target.
yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
So,
right.
do you
And,
guys want to jump off the airship now?
I mean,
We
Yeah,
have
yoo-hoo!
once we
I
have
mean,
the
we got the
parachute.
pilot.
Touch to Mundo for
I
your
mean,
damage.
if anything, we should probably.
No resolve re-rolling that.
Yeah, you can if you want.
Cool. I have 2 left. I'm going to try to. I'm going to try.
Laval.
Beat a 7, it's pretty beatable. Okay.
That's a 9.
You
I mean,
heard
what?
all of that.
Lotus hears all of it.
What happens if we jump and the pilot is fucking unconscious? Won't they fucking die?
It has autopilot.
Yeah, it'll
Okay.
stay on air for
I
a little
assume.
bit.
Okay.
Should we
I
do
mean, I guess
something
if
about the deck
anything,
lady?
Chameleon will roughen up the pilot enough that she'll wake up in a few minutes after we leave. Like not completely wake her up, but just like shake her a bit
Yeah.
that she'll wake up.
Just to
a bit
move
after.
this thing over here, you guys grab up a few parachutes and the such, and You jump off,
Some
and
rats.
if you may remember, I did warn you that there would be a boat following this blimp the entire time.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
was
had a heart attack
And
for a
the
moment
Jack,
there.
the Jack Frost family came to the rescue. As you guys landed
Wow.
on the water, and he helped you guys up as they're driving, and you see, as I didn't give the cameraman access to these guys' sheets, so I'm an idiot.
Uh,
I mean,
there's a cameraman?
Yeah, how do you think I'm recording this?
I mean, I assume you were like screen recording, honestly.
Yeah, I have a separate account just to be the camera.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I assumed you were just literally just screen recording like you're straight up your screen.
Yeah,
all good.
Yeah, as you
I feel
see,
like Lotus would be the one carrying her.
as Jax Frost and Jackson Frost look at her as like, yep, alive. That's good enough. Alright, you guys chill out for
Right.
you guys chill out. We'll take you back to your apartments later. We're gonna wrap.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Along.
Misty like reaches into her beanie, pulls out like a collection of like Ziploc bags with sandwiches in them. Anyone want lunch?
I could do
Well,
some
yes.
lunch. I was
mean,
hoping to maybe snag some when we were at the cafe up there, but no dice.
Chameleon is already like just munching on her mints, and she nods at Miss D, but will very slowly offer some mints to Ken, which is something she has not done to anyone in 6 months.
Ken takes
Aw.
the mint,
She also
pops it,
offer it. She also
and then
offer it to the rest of the party.
yeah. I would like to do one last thing before the session ends.
Yeah.
He takes the mint, he eats a sandwich, and after a while, he eventually taps Chameleon on the shoulder, thumbs over to round tier on the boat, like, come with me.
Yeah. Before that, as we're eating, she offered you guys mints. I imagine we're eating on the sandwiches. As
Yeah.
we're eating, if you guys want to say anything before that, she says
Yeah,
this.
You
Lotus
see
is like,
Misty put the mints in her sandwich.
yeah, that sounds about right. Lotus is like, I think I've been on this ship before. Maybe once. I think when I was younger, I had some chips, like Durangos. I think they're called. I don't remember. I think they were over right here. He's going to spend a
I-
space point, and I'm going to declare there is a small variety of Durangos chips of
I
many
thought-
different flavors,
I
and he
Wow.
just like tosses them out.
Those must be so old and expired.
I mean, they're sort of like inside the wood, maybe.
Well, they're
prison.
kind of yeah. Well, no. Here's the thing. They're in a space that isn't space.
Yeah.
So, I mean, from my thought is that with hammer space, I think it's just kind of pseudo cold storage. It can't affect reality, and reality can't affect it. Like it's sort of like a stasis.
Alright.
Yeah.
So that's about right.
Imagine having a freezer in every object ever.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's
technically.
probably more like a thermos. It's like there's no air or temperature. But anyways,
Yeah.
Ken
So
takes a bag of purple ranch Durangos.
I don't know what the Rangos are, but Chameleon will
like
take some.
Fake.
the
fake chips.
JoJo reality of Doritos.
Gotcha.
Look, if Sailor Moon and Weird Al can exist, Doritos can exist.
Yeah. Don't forget the fifth sense.
Weird Al is not
Yeah.
canonical to my Twisted From universe. Fuck him.
Fuck you,
you,
I'm making him canonical!
Love
Spe-
I'm
now.
spending a plot
as,
point. Spending a plot point.
Okay,
No.
okay, spend a plot point. Weird Al, yeah, convict.
We're
is
not even
canonical.
mentioning him, but regardless.
But as a GM, I'm saying that Weird Al is a vampire and he's not dead yet.
Wonderful.
Let's go!
uh,
Wait, what do you
as
mean not
Lotus-
dead yet?
It was like
Hmm.
2,100, but yep.
As
Sorry,
Lotus
7.
mentions the ship thing, she grabs one of the chips and mentions, probably not this ship, but I did used to sail with my dad when I was a kid.
Uh,
Watch the whales, fish. Like the orcas mostly, so he didn't like sailing with those ones. My name's Amara. Amara Pecora. Calabrese Pecora, technically. Calabrese is his name, his last name. That's my real name. I'll write it out.
Thank you for sharing. So,
Nice. Honestly. I mean,
If
there was more
any,
than a few times during that during our training you stole liquor because you didn't want to give your ID to the person. So
I will say, if Dia will allow, because there's a very specific reason she doesn't say her name. Everyone roll brains.
I'll allow it.
All right.
Everybody
Yeah.
roll brains. If you beat it, you know her entire social security number.
No.
Let's
Roll
go!
brains. God,
I've rolled, this is like my third 6 for brains. Shit.
Do you want me to
Yeah,
roll 2d6?
so-
Do you want me to roll 2d6, or do you have a number in particular they need to beat?
I was thinking like average, so
As
5, I guess.
a 5 sounds
Yeah.
good. Misdirect.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, fucking Ken doesn't get it, but misdirection does.
Yeah. So
And so does Lotus.
this was some years ago, but mostly in Italy, but in some countries ago, there was a very, very popular case for a missing young woman. Perfect victim, star student, the kind of girl that is beloved by everyone in her community. She's straight, grades, knows multiple languages, is kind, does charity work. Like, just the stereotype of the perfect victim that has suddenly gone missing. She was part of some attack, some mafia attack that left her incredibly wounded, but she miraculously survived. And over the years, her missing case was completely unresolved. There were a lot of theories that the mafia took her. She left with some boyfriend that she didn't tell her parents about. She seemed to have a decent family, but it's essentially this was an architecture major, kind of genius student that was by all means and purposes just kind of like prodigy star student. Everybody thinks this person is going to do something great with their life kind of person that went missing, and it was a huge case. Like, her parents went on the news and everything. It's died down over the years, but on online forums and such, it's definitely a popular kind of true crime case still. Said
like,
person
like-
is Amara Calabrese Pecora, which is what she's told you is her name.
kind of like the Lindbergh baby or other like famous or JP Cooper or like other famous disappearances.
Yep, she's essentially very, I wouldn't say high profile, necessarily because she was super, like, her family is not famous, but she's very much the perfect victim that went missing, kind of thing.
I get you.
So I'd say she was a huge deal for a few years. She's definitely become a bit more of a true crime darling in more this kind of circles.
Yeah, and I'm assuming Miss D and Lotus recognize that.
Yes. Ken would maybe like get some familiarity because of the 4, but not like it was a big thing. So like, oh, that sounds kind of familiar actually, but nothing particular.
Yeah, and Lotus is going to recognize it but not bring up anything because now is not really a time for questions. At least he thinks it.
Yeah. Who needs questions?
I mean, if we're saying names now, guess it wouldn't be a horrible idea to say mine. Better time than ever. Sort of like how chameleon is more of a catchphrase or a code word, for lack of a better term. I can't remember much. Lotus is akin to mine. Shit. Name's Corona Sidra. Probably not gonna mean as much as your name, but
It's fine.
I don't know what
I still
misdirection's name is.
I
Not
still
even I
like-
do.
I still like appreciate it. Frankly, I don't know. I don't really feel like Amara, and I haven't felt like Amara in a long time. I say just call me Chameleon still,
Well, I mean,
probably for some
hey,
time.
I think that'd be a fine reason to live for.
It's just I don't know. I say Chameleon for now. You can just
Yeah,
I
let
think
us
I
know
have
when
to
you're
settle
comfortable
some
with
things.
Let us know when you're comfortable with us using your actual name.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm sharing it with you. You know, I don't really mind it. It's just I don't really. I think I have to talk to some people first before it. You know. Same for
Yeah.
you if you prefer Lotus or you know.
Mm. Well, I mean, I think now is a good time just to sit back, eat our sandwiches, relax a little bit. Got a
Maybe
good got a good long while before we head back to shore. So
maybe
Sure.
hold off on the sandwiches for just a second. If we're sharing names, uh, he kind of almost looks like expect like with a tilted head, like, do you want it to Miss D? Like a quizzical
Misty
eyebrow
kind of
look
like
if we're sharing names.
kind of like looks down, takes the blunt that was in her mouth, and kind of like sits down as she puts it out on the floor. You see like a brief moment where she's thinking, it looks like,
Oh God, that's
trying her
dangerous.
hardest, trying her hardest to maybe decide, maybe remember, and she just shrugs. But the usual blank, no thoughts, head empty type expression, it seems a little less vacant than usual as she does this. And she doesn't say a word.
Fair enough. I wouldn't want to pressure anyone into telling more. We all have our circumstances, our histories. But I've told Lotus about mine. You all heard it as well. I think it's about time I finally show you what my darker side looks like. I ask that you all keep a straight face with this. It might be a little hard, but I don't want to hurt anyone.
hey, Cam, only if you're
Mean,
comfortable with it. This is no obligation.
thank you.
That being
Maybe
said,
not.
I don't have another name for me, but the thing that lurks in my shadow, the thing constantly watching me until very, very recently, the stranger in the mirror, it has a name. As he takes out the key that John Preston gave him and goes to unlock his handcuffs. See if that works.
There we go.
This is my dark stranger. Something that steals the face of anyone who comes too close to me and reveals their true expression. A very sad smile as he unlocks the cuffs. I call it Smile Like You Mean It. As the stand emerges behind him, taking its white gloved fingers, pushing up Ken's face into a forced smile as tears go down his cheeks. I'm sorry. He just is standing there with his stand puppeteering his face into a vacuous grin as he looks out at everyone.
Stop,
You're all.
stop doing that.
what a horrible, horrible.
What'd you say?
Stop doing
Lotus
that.
said, yeah, and Lotus said, "What a horrible, horrible thing." More referring to the forced smiling than anything else.
It's not about me. I've had this burden for years. Everyone else has to suffer with it. I can't control it. It's always been there. Tears rolling down his face. A smile like you mean it cups his chin with one of its white gloved hands. As you see, it's not just a glove. It's like that all the way up its wrist and forearm. As little droplets of red liquid pour out from the creases in its sleeves.
I'm sorry.
This
I understand. Somewhat.
I appreciate you.
No, don't.
He looks up as he's trying like stop the tears from flowing out.
I've
You're
seen
all
it.
good people.
No,
Hey, Ken.
I haven't told you. I saw it I saw you on the jail cell on the hallway months ago. I've seen it. I'm sorry. And she looks down. There's no hint of anger or the defensiveness that she usually shows at all.
Yeah, and then Lotus also speaks up. I've unfortunately same time too. Unintentional. I was in another room. There was a glass pane. Saw straight through it. But hey,
I was
Ken,
fine.
just remember, it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry.
He's crying and he finally lowers his face and he goes in for a hug with Lotus.
And then all our faces get stolen.
No.
He goes in for a hug for Lotus, and you can tell that he put something into your hands. It's the stand cuffs. And he looks up at you as he's like pretty much burying his face in your chest. Could you put these back on, please?
Absolutely. As Lotus puts them back on.
As you go
And
to
with
put
that-
them back on, you see the mask on this thing stare at you. And then
I stare back.
It disappears.
There's one little thing.
Hmm?
Before Smile disappears, it stares at Lotus, and it opens its mouth, and there's something inside. It looks like a paper cutout of a pink heart. And then, as you put the handcuffs on, you can see it tilts its head back to swallow it as it disappears. And Ken is left bawling in Lotus's chest as he's just made himself very, very vulnerable.
Yep, and
I,
Lotus holds on.
Okay,
call him together.
Broken, do you want to do your thing first? Because I think you said you wanted to call Kevin.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna call Kevin.
Yeah, everybody kind of goes into their own little corners for a few minutes just to de-stress from all of
Everyone's
this.
calling their mom.
Everybody's calling their mom, and let me pull out your mom real quick. Here is your mom.
Hi, mom.
As
I met the weirdest guy today. He looks more like my mom than you do.
yeah, you hit up with Kevin, and you hear like, what up?
You
Shit.
good, man? You
No,
sound like you just.
I broke my fucking arm.
What? How? What the fuck happened, man?
Me and my dad went to take over some fucking turf from these nobodies. And apparently my stand is not all that useful. Oh, by the way, I got a stand. Like a
Shit,
couple of days,
nice.
yeah, after the burst, I got one from the burst. Anyway, it's not nice. It's really fucking bad. Can't do shit with it, and I got my arm broken because I'm a fucking noodle of a human. Sorry.
Dude,
What's up?
your stand could not be worse or less useful than mine.
Try me.
But
What's up?
that aside, that's the thing for another day. But like, do you do you know? I just did a job and we had to get this lady and
Right. How are you doing,
she
right?
had like a whole getup that was really similar to you. Your whole deal.
To be fair, I am rather stylish, so of course anyone would try to be dressed like me.
Yeah, but hold on, fucking just making sure I'm getting names right.
Carrie,
Good.
Arch, orange eyes, slightly dark skin, black hair. There we go. I think that's all you need.
Yeah. Yeah, do you know a karaoke?
Who?
Carrie. She uses
Karen?
nah,
Arthur.
Carrie.
Arthur.
Like carry someone.
Oh, Carter. Carter. Fuck, I'm a dumbass. It's Carter Arch. Don't know the name
Yeah,
of my
you
own
you know
NPC.
A Carter Ott?
Oh, Carter?
Yeah,
No.
I I don't.
Why?
You sound a bit excited,
No, not really.
but
Am
I don't know.
do you
She
want me to
really
just
really reminded me of you.
what do you mean?
The eyes, face, the hair. It was like an older, cooler girl you.
Where is she right now?
She kind of like looks off into the distance, ocean. I really don't know where we are. I'm not even sure which ocean we're in right now. But we're heading back to land with her. Do you know who she is? You sure you don't?
I thought you were implying she was related to me. You tell me.
I don't know, man. It's one of those things, you know? Those things where it just doesn't feel right to ignore.
Did, did you ask her if she's ever I'm gonna call her later.
Dude,
I
yeah, dude, go to a fucking hospital, man.
tell her to go to hell.
Nah, he definitely knows who the fuck she is. Wanders off to go eat another horrible mint sandwich.
If you want to.
I think Chameleon's definitely down emotionally, so I think she would be like, "Oh, I need to talk to my contacts." It would after 6 months, I think it would be a bit obvious that because we talked about what would happen in the 6 months, and I think
Wait,
we did.
can I suggest something funny?
Ooh, go for it.
So the both of you call Robert at the same time. Not Robert, Richard. You both call Richard at the same time. And then Richard looks at his phone. He notices something weird going on, and then he is like, "Oh my god! I, oh, that makes too much sense." And then
Nah.
let me see if I can find him because it's been a hot second. The one who picks up the phone first is Lotus. He's like, "Hey, Lotus, little
Been a hot
dumbass,
second, has it?
can you do me a favor and go to Chameleon real quick?"
Yeah, sure. All right.
I thought we were doing FaceTime.
As you can do FaceTime. His phone is too old.
Change it to FaceTime. Change it to FaceTime.
As like, okay, both my least favorite contacts in the same fucking place.
Least favorite.
Fuck both of you.
I mean, you
I
say
mean, that's
that
what
to
they love
everybody,
to do.
man.
Smirks.
What do you both
Actually,
need? What do both of you nutcases want with me?
I'm not too
You
sure about
blush.
Chameleon, but I got some pretty juicy info.
All right. What is it looking like?
Well, actually, before I said, or at least I have juicy info, Lotus was going to look through the dossier and the deals done with the Brandos.
Yeah.
And is there anything pertaining to Lotus? Anything using his name?
No, not really. Nothing there is about you. Why would it be?
Fair enough.
Is there anything
I don't know.
pertaining to Chameleon
No.
or Amada? Okay,
Okay.
Lamal. The
Got
Brando's
a
not my grandpa.
got a dossier pertaining to deals done with the Brandos.
Oh, oh, oh! Feed me that. I want it.
I mean, I'm not sure I should. You did call me your least favorite informant.
I'm the
Yeah.
informant.
Well, I mean, I'm giving the information so you can inform.
Look, just okay. Ask me a question then. Ask me a question. I'll
More
answer.
so, more of, I wonder if you can identify something for me.
All right. What's up?
About 6 months ago, basically, I can't word it well as in character, but the shiny blue dice that Lotus found on the ground. If you
Okay.
remember that diamond.
Uh-huh.
Had an inkling that it might be something valuable or interesting, and
Oh,
Lotus was wondering, like, if it was anything interesting at all. And if it's nothing interesting at all, he was going to default back to, you mind pulling up a record of my crimes? I wonder what I was actually in for.
okay.
But he's going to ask about the dice first.
Okay. Wait. You wasted the entire price of the Brendo document on a pair of dice.
Do you want the information or not?
Okay. All right. Send me a picture.
Sends the picture. I remember that it was like very blue and looked kind of weird.
If you had a description, that would really help me here remember what's that about.
I All I put down was a dice smiley face.
Of course, that really is helping with the hair.
I'm sorry. I
He
tried rolling brains on them and it didn't pull up anything.
he looks at the dice
So if
like
you do not remember what the dice are for, then default back to.
he looks at the dice and he kind of it's like, I mean, there could be drugs inside of them.
Okay,
Actually,
so
these look like case dice. You could store little things inside of it, and it would be relatively safe.
oh shit.
Well,
Lotus is going to try to open it.
not that there are people with your or mine ability really matters that much. You try to open some of the dice. Some of them are empty, but the biggest one, the D20, you open it and there's a small diamond in it.
Nice.
So what's inside?
Money.
Nice. Anyway, you're
A
gonna have. Anyway,
small diamond sends a picture.
oh, you motherfucker. That's
I know,
nice.
right?
Anyway, I want those files. I basically bought
Yeah,
you a diamond with this information.
yeah, fair enough.
And Chameleon, what the fuck do you want?
I need two things.
Alright, give me 2 files.
We captured Carter Oct.
Okay. Oh right, I still owe
Okay.
you that file that you gave me a while ago, don't I? Yeah,
Do you owe me?
mm-hmm.
You do.
One question or one general piece of information I can give you here.
Look. One's an actual thing that will take I'm sure will take a lot of work out of you. The other is just personal.
Okay. Hit me up.
First, I need information on the former partner of Carter Arched. Seems a man in his 40s, tan, white, pink hair. Typical kind of mafia attire. Their exes.
Yeah, look, if I'm being real with you, Carter Arch is a nobody that got lucky. I'm probably gonna find info on this guy, but he's gonna be a nobody as well. But if you say it's personal, whatever, I'm not gonna fucking bother you about it. It's gonna take
It is personal, but the other
I
question
am
is
busy
more
with a few
political.
things though, so this will take a day or two to get you back on.
That's fine.
Yep.
That's fine. If it helps, that man was involved in the incident that killed me, as you've heard me say it. If you go into the security recordings of that day, you can probably find images on him or something.
It's on the internet. It's pretty famous, leaked out. It's easy to find. So,
Yes.
did you kill her? How's that going on?
No. My boss, we'll call him, he wanted her alive for whatever reason. She's alive
Right.
for now. But the other question I got is just...
You got a file for me?
Shut the fuck up and listen to me.
Okay.
Can you get me my parents' number?
Can't you figure that out yourself? You're a grown-up woman.
You know I can't find them.
Okay then. You find a new file with good juicy information for me and I'll get you your parents' phone numbers.
How much money for it?
Look,
You're joking right now.
I appreciate you as much as they're reasonably sized cat or something, but I'm not gonna bend over on my business. I try to warn you, I don't want to have deep connections with anyone, okay?
Maybe you should have thought about that when you let me crash at your place, what I was it, like 12 times over the 12 months when I was depressed and you comforted me. You care more than you think. I care more than I think,
You know what?
unfortunately for me.
You are right. I care more than I think, and from now on,
No, you listen to me.
No, you shut the fuck up. You are going to get me files, and I will find your parents' numbers. End of story. I need to stop opening myself up because it always ends up hurting. It doesn't matter. You're gonna betray me eventually. I can tell. You're crazy. I'm gonna get your parents' numbers if you get me a file. End of story.
And I owe you. I'll owe you a favor. I'll do anything you want.
You're gonna get me a file, and then I'll get your
I
parents'
can't
numbers.
find a file like that. It's literally not that hard. You know how fucking famous I was. There's still the recompense for me. I'm fucking expensive.
If it's that easy to
They're
find...
literally, you could I don't have access to the internet. I literally don't know how to fucking use the internet. You can probably just go on Google and find my parents doxed. You can do that. I can't. I can't. I need you.
Then,
I'm sorry.
find me something worthwhile to know. I'm not bending my knee on this. Good luck, Chameleon. You're a smart gal. I'm sure you find out.
Will you anything? Please. Doesn't have to be information. It can be anything else. I'll stop bothering you. Please.
He's not gonna budge. I think we both know that.
She's
Well, they
still
want to
holding
not.
onto the phone.
He ended the call a few seconds ago.
Oof. She throws it.
It's not to budge. Non-shit.
She sinks on the ground. Sinks into the ground, just sits down, kneels against table, wall,
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Lotus sits down next to her, and with his flip phone that Ken gave him, he's going to open it back up. What's your parents' names?
I don't have them named. I will have them named for next session, but I will say they're following naming conventions. Their first names would be Calabrese and Pecora.
Cool, awesome. Lotus is gonna search it up on his phone.
I'm not sure. How visible is your parents? So
I will say they're
phone?
not. They're like. I will say they're like middle, bordering on upper class people. They're not super rich, but they're definitely not in any dire situation.
Okay, but about
But
the
they definitely sunk into a lot. They definitely are like the kind of people that are like even years after they're doing everything they can to find their kid, and they
uh
definitely sunk a lot of their savings. Like they've sunk a lot of the resources they have.
hey,
Like
after about
retirement, forgot about it. They fucking. That's why she said he was expensive.
hey, after 30 minutes of searching a little bit, you find it. You think you find it at least.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
goes on
we'll say.
Facebook.
Yeah, I will say because I did mention that even though she's not like a celebrity that got lost, she will definitely be more popular, kind of like in internet kind of true crime places. So internet loves to dox people, and they will definitely at least
Yeah,
have
so
some
true, so
contact
true.
of like, and they will definitely have some contact of like after trying to after sinking so much into trying to find their kid, they will definitely have a contact of like, hey,
Like
contact us here.
if you see them anywhere, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I found some, Cam.
She
Got
gives a
some sort of
glance.
lead. Probably pulled up like a hate remiss like any rewards like an old poster sort of like an old post somewhere on the
Yeah.
forum.
Yeah.
Oop.
So
And
there's
I'm going
definitely
to
probably
yeah, and I know I
not.
haven't spent any plot this session. I'm going to spend all four of my fucking plot to say that there is a phone number.
Let's go.
If that is if that's allowed, Diamond.
You do have plot. You can spend it.
Yeah. Oh, I have never used plot. In that case, I will say they're not rich people, but even though the case, in the media has gone cold, these parents like they're not stupid. They're not like gone broke to try to find Chameleon, but they definitely like are loving parents that do care about her. So
You
they
know,
definitely like
that's just
they
backstory.
don't have retirement money.
That's
They
just
don't have retirement money.
it's just
So
backstory. There's no need for plot for that. Anyway, you found the
yeah, fair enough.
number. Yay.
Yeah, but they're loving normal parents. Like they're definitely trying to find her. That's why she never used her name.
So
Well,
Lotus,
Cam, we got a number.
Yeah, the reason I mentioned like she's expensive and such is
that
because I
that
know of his flaw.
that
Is
was
the
in character.
thing. Yeah, she mentioned it in character, and
No. I meant he said, "Hey, I got the number in character."
yeah, I know, but I'm saying above table. She did mention. I know he has a thing with money,
It's 2 a.m.
and
I'm
she
trying to
mentioned.
spin things up.
Fair enough. It can be a thing
Fair
later
enough, fair
on.
enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Cam, I see what you did there, and that's more of like a physical possessions. I have to see it.
Fair enough. It can be a
The,
problem later on,
I mean, Cam, did you
or
try to
anything.
bribe me with your parents' money?
I don't know. I don't know how that thing will
Lotus,
go.
Lotus closes his phone and puts it away. Did you try to bribe me with your parents' money?
No, no, I'm not. I'm doing this as a player. Chameleon is literally
Okay,
just
fair
like
enough, fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah, yeah. I'm just mentioning it as a player. Like, hey, that may be
Yes,
a
in
thing.
character. How does Kabili react to Lotus finding her parents' number?
Yeah, I was like, Chameleon is kind of in shock, just staring at the phone. I thought he
Got
was
a
my
number.
friend.
What's the plan?
I I threw my phone. She stares
I
at the
mean,
other side of the room, where
mm,
she threw her phone. even though she was not using it. Actually, yeah, when you were using your
Lotus
phone.
10 is the
so-
number.
Yeah, I just realized we were using your phone. She just out of fury ended up throwing her phone.
Yeah, pretty much.
But- well, we'll say it's. I'll use polite, or I probably doesn't need it to say her phone is fine. It's probably a bit bent, a bit beat up, but
It's fine.
fine. Yeah, I'll worry about like calling her parents or whatever next session, so they actually have names and
Yeah,
or her
but still,
family.
like,
actually has
to
a
wrap
name.
it up, Lotus
But
asking.
yeah,
So what's the
she's
plan,
definitely-
Cam?
I haven't talked to them in years. I'm not the same person. I don't know. I need to sleep. I need to think on it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm covered in blood.
We're both covered in blood.
I probably need to shower.
I mean, we'll shower and we'll go back to the apartment, I suppose.
Yeah. Also, what do you think of Richard?
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
But
Is there-
that's kind of face value there. He's guarded,
was-
that's for sure. He's guarded because he doesn't want to let people in, because doesn't want people to hurt him. And if that is related to him being an asshole, then honestly, very fair. He has all the right to be reserved and guarded.
I think he cared more about me than most people for a while. I thought he was my friend. Yeah, I didn't realize today. I saw you saw me kind of flirt with him a bit. I always did it as a joke. I don't love him or nothing, but
Thinking about it,
I thought he was my friend. Maybe
I
he's my
think
friend.
he kind of, probably deep down, probably thinks that too about yourself. But again, he's guarded. I don't think he wants to let anybody in. Doesn't want
I
to
guess I
accept
can't
his
force him
feelings.
to.
Don't.
I guess I
don't
can't force him to.
Yeah, you can't. Emotions are a fickle thing.
Hmm.
All right,
Never
well,
thought about them much.
you sleep on it. You sleep on the number.
Yeah. They're in Italy, so it's not like I'll get to see them, and I don't want them to fly over.
Mentally prepare yourself.
Shit, do I have to talk to John Preston about this?
Oh, definitely.
What's the policy on family? I need to read the contract for this bullshit. I'll sleep on it.
Cam,
I'll sleep on
Cam,
it.
let's just take a nap.
Yes.
Let's just wait till we get back, okay?
Okay. All right. I like Cam, by the way. It's nice.
Cam, short for chameleon.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah,
way,
it's
Lotus is
nice.
going to reach down into the floorboards, and he's going to pull out a pillow because he can do that.
yeah.
He's going to hand it to you. Just
Right.
relax, okay? Just relax.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Go take a nap.
Nods. I will.
I'm gonna
I'll
go
sleep.
sit in the boat.
You're
You
right
should,
in
you should
about
rest too.
boatception.
Boatception.
You
Yeah.
should,
As he pulls
should
out
rest
another
too.
pillow for himself.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
And this is where today's session will end. Hooray!
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say.
After how
I'm just gonna say bye immediately because I want to go to sleep. I'm sorry, everyone. Bye
It's
bye.
alright.
Bye YouTube.
Bye,
Bye.
YouTube. You don't get. You don't get.
Bye.
You don't get.